Good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another stream. We are back tonight once again with the Brawn GP career. We are heading into our second Silverstone Grand Prix for the week. We had Silverstone on Monday, of course, where we finished in a pretty nice P9. Wasn't the most entertaining race of all time, but that safety car towards the later stages definitely spiced up a little bit. Our first safety car, I think maybe second safety car actually, all season. We've not had many safety cars, but we did get one in Silverstone yesterday when George Russell crashed into a back marker. So it's rare you see the AI do that sort of thing, but they're always welcome to spice up the race a little bit. But either way, we are back today again for another Silverstone Grand Prix. This time, we're doing the same track, but in reverse. We are flipping the track around, just like we did in Austria, and giving it a good go today. It's going to be a tough one. We got another 52 laps, obviously, of it, so plenty of laps around Silverstone this week. And then tomorrow, of course, we head into my personal favorite home Grand Prix as well with Belgium. So hopefully we can try and get a good result in that one as well. Remember, the AI are quite weak in Belgium as well, so hopefully we can try and get a good result in that one. But, yeah, either way, hopefully we can get a good result today. Obviously, I'm a little bit more unfamiliar with Silverstone reverse. I've done like a little bit of laps before the stream just to get a bit of familiarity with it. I was getting to grips with it, but I'm still not perfect with it, you know? Still not perfect. Can I change track order? No, I don't think so. I think the only thing you could do is literally change out the tracks that you want to get rid of and then replace them with the reverse tracks. They will be basically in a preset order, though. So if you remove Miami and bring in Silverstone reverse will go around the same area as Silverstone itself. So unfortunately, you can't change around the track order, no. You can in F1 Manager. I think with the mods you can, but yeah, unfortunately, there's no mods in F125 that can do that, so. James, thank you much for the follow on Twitch from me. Appreciate it, dudes. Welcome in as well. I hope you're doing good, buddy. Only the tracks race this season? Yeah, exactly. You can take out any of the tracks. Doesn't matter what track. You can take out any of the three. But whatever reverse track you bring in will always go next to the original one. So, like, Silverstone will go next to Silverstone, Netherlands next to Netherlands, so on and so forth. So, F1 Manager update lets you change kind of without mods. Oh, really? Does it? I know you could change the roster on F1 Manager's latest update, but I didn't think you could change the calendar. That's quite a nice update, to be fair. Yeah, I know you had to use like a cheat engine, basically, didn't you, to make it work in the past, but, yeah. Starting with a tune. Any Avicii tune is always a big tune. Always. Howard and James, how you good, mate? Reverse a few races away would be nice. Yeah, I wasn't a massive fan of it either, to be fair with you. I mean, doing back-to-back Silverstone, like, it does feel a bit overwhelming. I'd like to have a little bit of a gap between my Silverstone races and my Netherlands races and my, what's the other one? Netherlands, Silverstone, and Austria. So it'd be nice to space them out a little bit more, but yeah, unfortunately, it's not so doable, but it is what it is. At least we can still mix up the calendar a little bit, right? In the past, obviously, we had the likes of Portimao and France we could put into the game, which was pretty fun. But the current version of that is essentially, yeah, having reverse tracks. It still does mix it up a little bit, which is nice, but yeah, it's still not perfect, really, is it? What up, Richard? How's it going, mate? That was the last update they did, amongst other things. Yeah, it's actually, honestly, it's quite a shame that F1 Manager's come to an end. I do think the series had good potential, but they were, you know, they were hand over fist, really, weren't they? They weren't making any money from it whatsoever. I think there was, like, reports that came out, and it was proven they were losing, like, 10 million a year or something like that, which is, a, you know, for a development team like that, which isn't a very big dev team, it's a relatively small dev team, all things considered, to lose 10 million a year is a lot of money. A lot of money. So, yeah, it is too niche. The idea was fantastic. The idea was awesome. But I don't think the game was marketed that well, to be honest with you. They always struggle a little bit with the marketing side of things. Their sales were always relatively low, all things considered. But, yeah, like I say, it was unfortunately way too niche, and they couldn't afford to keep losing that sort of money. So it was a great idea, just implementation wasn't amazing, and not very well marketed as well. So yeah, it's a shame, but you know, that's always going to happen, unfortunately, especially with how much the license cost again, F1 license as well. I assume they were forking out a good bit of money for that. So those things wouldn't go cheap from F1, that's for sure. Anyhow, should we get cracking for the day then? So, we do have the Silverstone reverse today, and this is how the season is shaping up heading into, I don't know what round this is. I think we're at the halfway mark now, aren't we? What round is this Grand Prix? Round number 13. I think we are actually in the second half of the season now, so we are officially at the halfway mark. So, let's jump into the big screen and see how we've been doing so far this season then, shall we? Do they ever do reverse racing in real life racing? Not in F1, that's for sure. I don't know about other tracks. Maybe in go-karts and stuff they might, but I feel like in F1, no, definitely not. Yeah, exactly. Safety problems are the biggest concern. There is severe lack of runoff in reverse racing, so they would never do it in F1. Maybe in like the go-karts and stuff like that, they might be able to, but yeah, never in the big boy series, that's for sure. Yeah, this other season is shaping up so far then as we prepare for the reverse Silverstone Grand Prix. So, Jenson Button, after the last Grand Prix, is currently sitting in 9th place on 45 points. Nico Hulkenberg, his teammate, of course, sitting down in 11th with 16 points. He did lose out a couple of points, unfortunately, to Alex Albon in the last Grand Prix. So, it is a good fight for P10 right now in that Drivers' Championship. I think Jenson has pretty much got P9 on lock at this point. But, yeah, Hulkenberg in that top 10 is going to be very, very tricky. And we'd love to try and get that with him. And I'm sure we'll get opportunities to try and score points with Hulk in future races. But actually, speaking of, let me throw up a poll real quick before I forget. Let's throw a poll up for who we drive as today. Who do we race as today? Button or Hulkenberg? There we go. 3-minute poll up on the Twitch right now. Who do we race as for today's Grand Prix? Get your votes up on the poll right now. Do we race as Mr. Jenson Button or do we race as Nico Hulkenberg? Get your votes up on the poll right now. We did race as Jenson Button in the last Grand Prix out in Silverstone. So do we stick with Jenson since it's home Grand Prix still? Do we switch up a little bit and go Jenson for today? Get your votes up on the poll right now. But in terms of Constructors' Championship, we are currently sitting in a pretty nice P5 right now. 61 points in total from both Jenson and Nico. We're a good points tally up on Williams right now. 34 points to be exact over the other British team. And we're quite far up on Aston Martin as well, to be fair. Nearly a good 50 points up on them as well. So I would like to say P5 of the Constructors is basically locked in at this point. I don't think we'll sneak into that top 4 unless we somehow come out with an incredible car at some point. Getting towards that top 4 is going to be near impossible. Ferrari in 4th are almost 200 points up on us. So getting into that top 4, I think at this point is virtually impossible. I don't know if we still can, to be honest with you. But either way, we're happy with P5. As long as we can lock down this season, I'll be fairly happy. Hopefully next season we can get a strong car and progress on a little bit and try and push towards that top 4 a little more. But yeah, like I said, we did race Jenson last time out in Silverstone. We got a P9 with him. Hulkenberg gets to be raced with in the normal Austrian Grand Prix. Got a P8 with him as well. So we are on a pretty good points run right now, scoring points in our last 3 races. But yeah, still trying to ideally score some more. So let's see. There was talks for years ago making Silverstone reverse race, but it never went through because safety was a problem. I honestly think no matter what the track is, safety will always be a problem with reverse racing. I feel like, honestly, the only track you might get away with it is possibly Monaco, to be honest with you. Because Monaco, there's not really a huge amount of runoff in itself anyway. Obviously, you get a bit of runoff in some areas, but the only way I can see it being implemented is a track like Monaco, which, you know, is already in itself relatively low speed, all things considered. So, but even then, I still don't think it would happen. I think, obviously, there needs to be a lot of revamping, a lot of reshaping to the track as well. But, yeah. Qatar might work? Yeah, true. Qatar is actually very open, isn't it? The barriers are quite far away. I feel like Paul Ricard could have worked as well. Again, like I said, the barriers are quite far away for tracks like that. So, whether the tracks are quite far away or the track's very low speed might be a small possibility, but either way, I don't think it would ever happen. However, actually saying that, did you guys see what Dominicali was saying about F1 this morning? Bro, his statements were crazy. He was saying that they want to shorten F1 races because people aren't as interested. They'd rather watch highlights than the race. Why would you shorten the race, though? Isn't the sprint race kind of proving that? Like, people still aren't watching the sprint races. I think there is a bigger problem than people's attention span. The reason people aren't watching the races is because the races aren't that entertaining right now. The regulations aren't working. So why would you shorten races? There's no way that will go through, surely. No way in hell that'll ever go through. I hope not, at least, anyway. But okay, cross the go, mate. Nico Hulkenberg is the man you guys have voted. 63% saying Hulkenberg for today. So he'll be the one we race for today's Grand Prix. Right. Let's get our cars set up for the weekend then, shall we? I think we actually got to put a new ICE on Jensen's car here. They might have to take some penalties for a new engine soon, chat. We'll go number 2 here. That's good. We'll go number 3 here. Energy still number 2. Turbocharger, we'll give number 3. Control electronics can stay there, that's fine. And then a new gearbox. With Hulkenberg, we will put him on number 3 for practice. Number 2 can stay there as well. Number 2 on the MGH. That can stay number 2. This can number 2 as well. That can stay 1, and then a new gearbox for him as well. Perfect. All right. What's we got to do? Let's assign the upgrades for Hulkenberg's car today as well. No bias at all here. Just favoring the best possible result. Don't mind me. It does have a notification here. What is that? I'm not sure. Maybe there's a new part available. I'm not going to do that just yet, though, because we're a bit tight on money, so... right, that's all fine. Okay, let's head into the weekend, then, with Nico Hulkenberg. What did we put it to yesterday, chat? Does anyone remember what we put it to on Monday? I think we set it to balance, didn't we? Or did we say it to harder? Maybe we said to harder. Because I either want balance or harder today. I don't want the soft allocation. Softer. Let's try harder. I don't know if that'll work, but let's try. Let's try. Trust I wasn't even here. I can't remember what we put for it. It definitely wasn't softer, that's for sure. Need an extra medium? Extra medium or extra hard? Perfectly fine. I don't want an extra soft tire. I'm happy with hard or mediums. I do not want an extra soft. But I guess we'll find out. It's very bugged. I'm pretty sure it's very random, so I don't know. It's a matter of entertainment and engagement. People watch training Ferraris because it's still fun. Exactly, that's what I mean. Looks like we are going to get a full dry weekend. Other than FP1, going to be a bit of rain in that, but quality and race is going to be dry, so no worries there. A little bit of increase in precipitation towards the end of the race, but should be okay to not get any rain for that one. Right, let's get underway for FP1. We've got race strategy, quality pace, and time management all to do today, so let's get cracking. Extra hard. But yeah, like I say, I don't know. I don't... Dominicale's comments are just stupid, in my opinion. Absolutely stupid. The problem you have with F1 is that you literally just do not have entertaining racing. The regulations just don't work. Maybe next year will be better. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I will have to find out in 8 months' time. But either way, right now, there is a very clear problem, and the viewers are not it. The viewers are not the problem. It is simply because you have bad racing on the track. That is it. Right, Silverstone reverse. That's fine. Okay. Let's skip a little bit of time, then we'll go out on tire management, I first think. Actually. We actually got the harder allocation. Let's go. The harder allocation actually worked this time. We actually got given the harder tire allocation. Nice. That's good. All right. So we are going to have an extra hard tire available for this Grand Prix, which I think is okay. Time around here is actually pretty strong. So I'm okay with the medium. I'm okay with the hard. I honestly don't mind it, as long as it's not a soft tire. So, good. All right. The race is the only interesting when there's a safety car. Yeah, I mean, Zandvoort was kind of really only interesting because they had a couple safety cars, to be fair. And that kind of says a lot about not just the tracks we have, but the regulations as well. Right, let's get cracking for a medium tire on this one. It's like complaining about food tasting bad and blaming the taste for having bad taste buds. Genuinely spot on. Like, I don't think there's any other analogy I could use. That is absolutely spot on. Absolutely spot on. Thoughts on the Ferrari Monza livery? Honestly, I quite like it. I quite like it. I was a little bit worried about how it would look because I know some of the Ferrari liveries haven't looked great with the special ones. But yes, today they kind of cooked with it. Fair play. I like it a lot. No game audio? Sorry. I had it muted. What up, Lucas? How's it going, mate? Right, let's get a nice feel for Silverstone reverse, shall we? This is going to be a very tricky track to adjust to. What up, Prasim? How's it going, mate? What up, Cleveland? Still in pain over Lando's engine failure, but I think we're going to win. It's the greatest comeback in history. I'm not sure about greatest comeback in history, but either way, I think Lando has to have a great comeback. If he wants any chance to still win the championship, you know, with how consistent Oscar has been, he needs a very good comeback. In my history anyway, fair. Thoughts on Colton Hertz, the Caddy test driver? Bro, I was so close to getting Caddy's driver lineup right. So close. My prediction was Perez and Colton Herta for the lineup next year. I was very close. Instead, we got Perez and Bottas, but Colton Herta went for the reserve role instead, so I was close. But I don't mind it. I think it's good for Cadillac as well. He's already inside their program now, so... These first couple of corners are very tricky as well. You got 1.5 out of 2, exactly, yeah. we'll give myself a half point for that. Wow, tyre life does not look good already. Thank God we got that hard tyre. What map? This is Silverstone reverse. Wow, tyre life looks dreadful. Oh no. Malumba, thank you for Twitch. Appreciate it. Welcome in. Appreciate that follow. I did apply a sub, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Yeah, honestly, Lucas, that happens quite a lot. It's often what map instead of what track. It's like I'm playing Call of Duty or something like that. Yeah, the tire life for this track is not looking good. It was bad enough in the normal one. I think it might be worse in the reverse. That lap was P1 so far. Oops, that's a little bit wide there. How many hours did you do off stream to practice reverse? Honestly, I think I loaded up with about an hour left to go before the stream. And I learned it in about half an hour. I mean, I've done this track a little bit in reverse in like open lobbies and stuff. So I had a bit of familiarity, but I was never quick. Am I much quicker now? No idea. I guess we'll find out, won't we? I think practice is going to be very useful for me this weekend. Nuketown's the map. Did you guys see, actually, speaking of Call of Duty, did you guys see them making a Call of Duty film? Apparently it got given the green light. No idea, like, what it's going to be about or when the release date is or anything like that, but apparently a Call of Duty movie got the green light. A COD movie? Yeah. A COD movie. I feel like it could either be an absolute banger or absolute trash and not an in-between. It's either going to be a fantastic film or terrible. Honestly, I was thinking Modern Warfare 2, noob. A Modern Warfare 2 film would be unbelievable, in my opinion. But I feel like in today's society, that wouldn't go down too well, so I don't know, maybe not. Remember, no Russian. And maybe it's the FSR or FSR2. The original FSR. The first one. Yeah, tire life is awful. Wow. Yeah, I've heard it's been very, very wet down there, rundown, so I will enjoy my Canadian heat while I've got it. I've heard you guys have been hit by monsoons almost. Did Singapore last night? Tyre was the worst I've ever seen. Yeah, I remember Singapore last season. It was quite difficult for tyre wear. I feel like a lot of tracks are pretty bad on tyres this game. Yeah, tyre life is awful in Silverstone reverse as well. Absolutely tragic. Cyberpower route. Do they do parts? Don't think so. I think they mainly do builds. If you want to do parts, maybe check out Scan, maybe. SCAN. Oh, I tell you what, World at War would be crazy as well. What a game World at War was. Very underrated.
That's the test over, but I'm afraid we didn't get what we needed. We're going to have to run it again.
I also need to practice this pit entry. I saw Tom's video of this pit entry, and yeah, this is going to be a tricky one. The pantry here is very difficult. How's tyre after those 3 laps? Yeah, look at that right side. 14% on the right side after 3 laps done. That's insane, bro. That is actually insane. That's almost 5% wear per lap. Thank God we picked the harder allocation, huh? Or managed to get it at least. Hard allocation is definitely what you want here. Kids today would not survive Modern Warfare 2 lobbies? No, they really wouldn't. They really would not. Black Ops 2 zombies film? Nah, Black Ops 3 were modded maps. Make a film on those. I'm just going to do this lap as well because I want to see the tyre after 4 laps. Halo 3 lobbies. I didn't really do a lot of lobbies on Halo 3, to be fair with you. I love doing, like, the custom map builds and stuff on Halo 3. I wasn't really, like, massively into multiplayer as much. It was a great game, though. I wasn't really, like, a massive multiplayer person on that. So we've successfully done 4 laps. 17% on the front right tyre after 4 laps. This track is brutal. Absolutely brutal. World at War Zombies were the scariest? True. But it was a banging game, though, World at War. Such a good game. Not the modded maps. The modded maps were great, dude. Going around Super Mario maps. Going around Bowser's Castle against zombies on Black Ops 3. Hell yeah. Give me a film on that. I've not heard of that one, noob, but I kind of definitely do not want to try it. Yo, Nico, you want to play Black Ops 3? Alright, let's try this page out real quick. Yeah, okay, first, this page is actually quite tricky. This might take a couple of goes, chat. This pantry actually seems quite tricky. I need to learn this pantry. Okay, yo. Alright, bet. How early have I got a break? I feel like that was too early. I feel like I did it too early. The backstory on each map in World at War sent chills to my spine. I feel like I might have read them at some point. A long time ago, I think. You saying that rings a bell for some reason. Do you wear gloves because your hands get sweaty? Partially. There's a few reasons. Obviously, I've got 9 newton-meters of torque running through my hands right now, so it's very easy to get, like, blisters and callus and all that sort of stuff on your hands from it. So, yeah, I use gloves to protect my hands, basically, from getting those blisters and things. There's a good few reasons. I made an entire video on why I wear gloves on my YouTube. Feel free to check it out. My hands are very sweaty. They do get very sweaty, you're right. But I'd rather the sweat go into my gloves than onto my wheel as well. It's a bit of wheel protection too. 16% after doing 5 laps there. That is insane. Absolutely insane. Soft tire is going to be unusable, I'm pretty sure. Literally 1 quali lap and done. Right, let's go into... When's that rain coming? Any minute now. Alright, you know what? Let's do a quali lap then. And we'll do race strategy and quali pace in FP2. I can do a quali pace now, actually, can't I? Let's give it a go.
Everyone ready? Okay.
This is the Emoza R9. Game name, F125. It was a mental asylum or something? I think it might be right, yeah. I think it might have been some sort of, like, mental asylum they used in the war or something like that. So, like... I don't want to talk about it too much on the stream because I don't want to get, like, a warning or anything like that. But, they did some gruesome stuff. in those buildings. Chair name, this is the FGT from Next Level Racing. I like the pit exit, though. The pit exit is a nice one. It's a fairly calm pit entry they got. Let's let these guys behind me go here. Leclerc being held up by Pierre Gasly. Yo, you might be cooked, buddy. Ruby went to watching Transit Bus Route 2 theories. Yo, I love Transit. I honestly think Transit might be my favorite Call of Duty map in Zombies. Such a good map, dude. So many good Easter eggs on there as well. By far my favorite map. Kino's up there as well. Kino de Toten. Oops. Yeah, nah, Kino de Toten was a great map as well. But I don't know, I love Transit. Transit was so much fun. I'd love to experience those days again. Thoughts on the Ferrari reveal for Monza? Honestly, I like it. I like the livery. Looks pretty clean. Right, let's go do a quick quali lap, shall we? Well, hopefully it's quick. Can't wait to see the tyre after this lap as well. We start on 1%. Definitely could have taken turn 2 faster. Oh, brilliant. Oh, thank God. Think I just saw a couple drops of rain. Yeah, the rain's here, damn. Hopefully that doesn't impact the lap too much. Still feels like a decent lap overall. I lost a little bit of that final section. I think it's getting a little bit slippery out here. I mean, still managed to beat the program, but there's a lot more time out there, I think. A lot more time out there to find. Give me an Origins run any day. Really? I wasn't a massive fan of Origins. I didn't enjoy it that much. I got lost around there quite a bit as well, so maybe that didn't really help. What's the wheel name? This is the Mazda FSR. We have Verquaken in spirit, yep. Duckelheim and Verquaken, they are here with us in spirit. I miss those guys. Don't worry, less than a month we'll have them back. At the end of September, they'll be back on your screens again. I'm learning that Vince is a casual in Zombies. I don't know how I feel. Oh, I was 100% a casual in Zombies. I love playing Zombies for Zombies. I wasn't really like a big Easter egg guy and like trying to do all the, you know, special unlock stuff. I loved Zombies for like just getting as far as I possibly could. I was very casual when it came to Zombies. Very, very casual. Well, let's give this pension another go then. This time while it's raining. How much was your wheel or sim? Too much, unfortunately. The Hellhounds were experiment on the Max turned the dog Fluffy and the dog turned into a Hell Dog. That sounds about right, annoyingly. Oh, I made it. And the problem is, it goes like, it starts going downhill and then you're locking up as you go into the pits because, because it's downhill. It's a really tricky entry, that one. I found out suspiciously cheap R5 in KS was an R3 pedals plus £150. That does sound suspiciously decently priced, yeah. Very suspiciously. I love the good old grenade, but I also got to do full setup every time to feel accomplished. I guess that kind of makes sense as well. I guess that makes sense, but I don't know. I love playing zombies for the zombies. Like, I played zombies on Black Ops 6, and I did not enjoy it. I actually enjoyed multiplayer Black Ops 6 quite a bit, until they started doing all the wacky skins and shit like that. But I didn't really enjoy the zombies all that much. Like, it just felt like I was so overwhelmed by everything. I just love the classic good old zombies, you know? That's the casual in me. Zombies peaked in Black Ops 3? Yeah, it did, to be fair. Call of Duty lost its soul in the chase of greed? 100%. And unfortunately, I feel like we can say that about a lot of game devs and stuff, right? Once they start getting all these brand deals and stuff like that to feature their skins in the game and whatnot, yeah, it all goes downhill. Same with, like, Fortnite. Fortnite's a great example of it. Once Fortnite started doing all this, like, really wacky skins and really wacky game modes and stuff like that, I lost interest in it. I liked it just for the simplicity, right? And I think once you lose that element of simplicity, I just start to lose interest in that sort of game. Who doesn't want to be Peter Griffin in Fortnite? Or Lionel Messi. I think it's got a skin in it, right? I'm pretty sure he does. COD move will just be a campaign we played before. Yeah, that's what I think as well. It's going to be based on a campaign. Maybe a new campaign, maybe not, I don't know.
And if today's practice is anything to go
It's a way
by,
for...
we're in for an exceptional weekend of Formula 1.
1.8 seconds, damn. It's a way for the game to appeal to an ever-growing younger audience. That's exactly it, yeah. The whole idea is... I mean, that's where it gets so funny as well, right? Because they have all of these, like, marketing strategies to target younger audiences. The game's 18 plus. Like, the game is literally Peggy 18. I think Peggy 16 now, actually, isn't it? I can't remember which one it is. But either way, it's like 16, 18, whatever it is. And yet they're still trying to target younger audiences. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Right. That'll do us for FP1 here in Silverstone, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to finish 1.8 seconds up on Lewis Hamilton. However, I think with that rain coming in, I don't think a lot of people got to a fast lap towards the end. So I don't think those times are too representative right now. However, it is still a very strong lap time, and we can be very happy with that moving forwards. Our teammate down in P20 there. 6 seconds off the pace. Nice. Very, very nice. Is this game worth buying? Yes, I would say so. EA promoted gambling through loot boxes, but game rating is E for everyone. Exactly, that's what I mean. And I'm pretty sure there was like a big lawsuit against EA for that, right? I actually don't know if anything ever came from that, but I know there was like a big lawsuit that EA got hit with for this whole promotion of gambling and stuff. And yeah, it's wild. Gas, thank you for the Twitch as well, mate. Appreciate it.
Radio check, please. Radio check.
Radio check.
Pokemon and COD need to switch player demographics. Could you imagine Pokemon with a gore? Jesus Christ. Everyone would be traumatized, I think. Right. Let's kick off this one with race strategy, I think. It's like GTA. Most people started playing GTA like 10 years old. Oh, 100%. I will happily admit, you know, I'm 25 now. I was playing World at War when it came out, you know? And that came out back in 2010, I think? 2009, something like that. A long while ago. I think we'll all happily admit, we were playing... Was it 2008? Wow. We were all playing those kinds of games at a young age, you know? Whether they were 16 or 18, whatever. We all did it. We all did it. But I think also the devs know that as well. But the problem is, obviously, they do promo that to a game that is 18 plus. So that's on them, really, isn't it? I mean...
Okay, track's green right now, so take a few laps to get the tyres up to temp.
It's your birthday today. You're 14. Happy birthday, Tony. 2008 was when War came out. My mum got it for me when I was 7. Yeah, I was 8 at the time. I was 8. Getting old, chat. We're getting old. We're getting old. Whole lot of unks here. Oh, yeah. I'm surprised I haven't had people in my streams saying pushing 30, by the way. I'm still waiting for that. I thought by the time I hit 25, people would be saying pushing 30. But I don't get it much, so maybe I look younger than I am. Gotta keep my skincare routine up. You just finished in school in 2008? Yeah. I was halfway through primary school, probably. In 2008. You're feeling the need to start pushing in 30? Does the back count already? How am I using Brawn? We're doing my team. Using a modded livery. We're looking about 22, 23. Honestly, I would take it. It just means that by the time I am 30, people are going to think I'm mid-20s, so... I don't know what I'm doing, but it's working. It's working. Pushing 40, by the way. Pushing 60. I am closer to 40 than I am to 10 now, which I kind of hate the idea of, to be honest with you. I hate the idea of that a lot. Favorite reverse track? Ooh, probably Austria. Right, let's go do a few laps of race strategy. Whoa, hello.
The race strategy
Nope, I didn't mean to do that. I want to redo that because that was a terrible turn one. Well, Darren. Ferrari fans aged 10 years the last 2 seasons. So true. Very true. Yeah, if you're a Ferrari fan, you're definitely looking older than you actually are. If you tell me to guess your age, the first question I'm going to ask is, are you a fan of Ferrari? Being 25 is weird because I still feel like I'm 18, just with more responsibility. Genuinely, that's exactly how I feel. I feel like I don't feel any different to when I was 18, but I definitely feel that element of more responsibility. 100%. Can still flat out reverse cops and mediums. Nice. Jorge Russell was, positioning was a little bit interesting there. You're a Button fan? Everyone's a Button fan. Everyone's a JB fan. Chocolate buttons. Chocolate buttons are pretty good, to be fair. We don't have those in Canada. Junction boxes. Who? You're a maintenance engineer. You should know what a junction box is. James Bradbury. Okay, maybe second favorite JB then. You're eating some squashies right now? Squashies are decent. I'm actually not a huge fan of squashies. They're decent. But I'm not gonna lie, I do find them a little bit overrated. Where do I live? Country? I live in the UK, but I'm currently in Canada. $26.5. I feel like I probably could up the AI a little bit, actually. Maybe the AI are a little bit weaker than I thought around reverse Silverstone. How to change the engine sounds? We're using mods. What AI is it on? I think it's at 105 right now. I lowered it a little bit for yesterday's race. But I think 105 might be a little low for this one. I guess the reverse Silverstone AI are a bit weaker. We'll have a look at the times properly when we go out to the garage, but I think we can definitely up it a little bit. Oh boy, switch it's like a... Squashes are very squishy and nice. That is the idea of why they're called squashy. Because they're squishy. Oh, hit the grass to the left. Got away with it though. Yeah, I'm definitely still not perfect around this track. It's quite a tricky one to learn, but we're getting there. Does Canada have a strong motorsport scene? A little bit. I mean, I would say like the motorsport scene is still sort of NASCAR, IndyCar sort of thing more than F1, I'd say. Like, they still do watch fairly similar racings they do in America. Because any, like, merchandise shop I go to, I do see more, you know, merchandise for things like Ford, for Cadillac, all that sort of stuff, rather than Aston Martin and Mercedes and all that, so... I wouldn't say the motorsports scene is very strong here, but they do rather their NASCARs and stuff still than F1. Canadian motorsport is America light. Yeah, I mean, similar, I guess. Oh, that's a bit wide there. We do hockey and lacrosse, yeah. Yeah, hockey is the go-to here. And baseball as well, actually. Maybe that's just a Toronto thing, though. Toronto are the only Canadian baseball team, so I guess that makes sense. Oh, God. Way too deep on the brakes there. Yeah, definitely not perfect laps still at the moment. Baseball just Toronto? Yeah, that's what I thought. And they're winter sports as well. Don't forget any winter sports. Snowboarding, skiing, all that sort of stuff. They like that a lot. Montreal 17 in the 90s, did they? Interesting. My baseball knowledge is bottom tier. I don't know anything about baseball. I went to watch a game of baseball knowing nothing about it. Still had fun though, to be fair. It's a good social sport. Oh, that is horribly wide. Honestly, Gas, it is. It is. I won't say that publicly, but it is. And they get very upset when you call it that too, so... Cricket over baseball? See what I said, I don't really like cricket either. I'm not really a big cricket guy. I understand cricket more than I do baseball, but I'm not really a big fan of cricket. Whoa, lit up the rear tires there. And that will be 5 laps of race pace done and dusted.
Okay,
26.7.
Really
Dear God, look at those right tires, chat.
Lots of valuable information out of that. Well done.
Look at those right side tires. 5 laps done, 22%. That is criminal. I honestly wonder if the soft has a similar wear to the medium. Was it R12? R9. We keep getting first in the speed trap as well. One F1 car should sound like facts, sticky, sorry. Straight facts. V8s and V10s. I'll be happy with either of them. Just bring them back. Right, let's practice our pit entry, shall we? Yeah, that's what I was worried about, noob. But honestly, if the software is like only slightly higher than the medium, then I might just use the soft tire, to be honest with you. They'll have better pace, so... I might do a few laps on the soft tires, just see how they wear. God, this bastard pit entry. This pit entry is horrible. I honestly don't know if they'd still incorporate the hybrid system with it, Stiggy. I have no idea if they still use the hybrid system with it. Either way, I'd still be fine with it.
Vinchespin.
There we go, it's better. Poop coming in with a 34-month resub as well. Thank you much, Poop, for the 34, my dude. I appreciate that, ladies and gentlemen. Get a salute spin chat to welcome Poop into Vince fam for the 34. Appreciate it, buddy. Thank you, dude. Stiggy, thank you for the followers, mate. English. Thank you for the follow as well, mate. Appreciate it, dudes. FSR 1 or 2 wheel? We're using the FSR 1. How did you change the engine audio? We're using mods. If you do the command engine in the chat, like KCrate's about to do, that gives you a link directly to the mods. I love starting DC on a free. Just hit 30 goals a season in March. Is he actually that good on FM? I didn't think he was very good. He won't be on FM 26, that's for sure. Yeah, this is Silverstone reverse. Wow. Yo. Yo, chat, look at that graph. Look at that graph. The projected tire wear was around 87% at the end of that stint. We're on 78. Yo. Oh my God. That graph, that is literally, oh dear. 4-stop incoming. Bro, is this unironically going to be a 3-stop race? Oh, no. I know, noob. Hard to fall off my Creator Series career. Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm very nervous for the tires here. Okay, I mean, our pace is still looking okay, but that tire wear is going to be horrible. Absolutely horrible. We only have soft tires left, so what we'll do is... I'm going to do this quality pace program one more time as well. I want to get an idea of the soft tire wear. So on the medium tire, it looks about 5% wear per lap. Let's have a look at the soft tires.
Car's ready. Let's get it out there.
AI, we're doing 2-stop? Oh, 100%. The AI will not have any problems with tire wear. They never do. F1 need a super hard tire. I need a super hard tire just for this race alone. I don't even think that will save me at this point. AI about to soft medium 1-stop. Yo, if they do, I'm crying, dude. I'm crying pure tears. Will the mods only work on single player or multiplayer also? Only single player. You can't use mods in multiplayer. The cheat engine won't allow it. Super hard tire would help you to a 4-stop. True. Very true. The tire versus yours insane. Is there some kind of saying for that? It's unfair. Unfortunately not. Unless there's like a mod out there which might adjust the tire wear usage for the AI or the player, then I have no idea. I have absolutely no idea, unfortunately. And just some mods work online? They don't for me. Anytime I try it, they I get told no, not allowed. It could be the specific mod I'm using, though. Maybe there's a specific engine mod that does work online. I don't know, but... Playing with these guys go. Just gonna back off a good bit, though, because that's a Sauber up there. Do you think F1 should bring back the Super Softs? Technically, it's still a thing. The whole C1 to C6 thing is basically the Super Softs all the way through to... Ultra Hards, was it? I don't remember what the name of the harder hard tire was. It was just updated to be C1 to C6 instead. That is true, noob, yeah. That is true. To be fair, my teammates are always terrible anyway, so I'm not sure if it make a difference, to be fair. They should have kept the names to the CBS. I kind of agreed, to be fair. I honestly think it was easier to understand with color-coded tires. rather than the whole C1 to C6 thing. Am I still going to catch this Sauber, bro? How slow is that car? Oh my days, it's so slow. Well, there goes the lap time. It is illegal for the Sauber to be that slow.
But that wasn't much help to us.
I still got a PB to 25.9, but man, I definitely lost like a second towards the end of that lap there. I was shocked when the Lando was the only car to go for hard tires in Belgium, especially with them skipping a compound that weekend. Yeah, I mean, I honestly feel like Belgium was a bit of a blur for me, to be honest with you. Very realistic, I know, right? All right, let's try that one more time with a new soft tire. I'll do that program again. We could definitely beat that. Which did flying lap. I mean, it's the same sort of thing with Hungary as well, right? Lando ended up going for that hard tire, doing the one stop, and ended up working in his favor, so... What wheel for F1 can I use on PS5? Depends how much you want to spend. I think most of Fanatec stuff is compatible with PlayStation. There's a few Thrustmasters and Logitech stuff that's compatible with PlayStation as well. Depends on how much you're willing to spend on it, essentially. Yeah, I remember Charles' one stuff in Monza last year. That was a big strategy. I think a lot of people thought it would be left out to dry, really, but it ended up working out. So, a rare time where a Ferrari gamble actually works. Come on. Oh, that's a bit wide at Cops there, but should hopefully be okay still. Tenth down. I got on the grass. Oh, I hate you so much. I lose a lot of time there, actually. $25-0. I lose a lot of time there. A lot of time.
Program complete. These results will do, although you could definitely do better. Consider giving
You'll
it another
spend 400 on just the wheel. I'd advise looking at the Fanatec stuff then. I'm a Sites fan. This year's painful after how good he was in 23 and 24 Ferrari. Yeah, I kind of felt for Sainz a little bit this year. I think he's had quite a run of bad luck as well. Quite a few problems with the car and things. So I do feel for him a little bit. But he's definitely had like shining moments at Williams, hasn't he? So hopefully he can keep progressing with them. I like Carlos, though. Who's winning in Monza? Probably Piastri, I'd say. Right, that puts us second up. That's not too shabby, to be fair. Right, let's do one more soft tire, and I think that'll probably do us for practice for the day, I reckon. Where's our teammate right now? 27.7 for Jensen so far. All right. What was the tire as well on that soft tire? 8%? Ouch. I feel like tire wear might actually be a little bit higher on the soft tire. Maybe that's still okay. Maybe we could still do a soft, hard.
Okay, that's all the checks complete. We're ready to go.
Oh, short once again, mate. I do wonder if the soft would just be a better tire than the medium here. We'll do one more quali lap, and that'll give us a bit more of an idea of whether we want to do that soft tire. in this race. I'd imagine the AI are probably fine, but... This year doesn't matter for Williams. Yeah, I think we are at the point in the season where a lot of teams are focusing on next year now, especially with there being a new regulation as well. I know a lot of teams already have been focusing on next year more, but I definitely think we are at that kind of cutting edge for the season, really, where we may not see that many upgrades to the cars. But we'll see. It'd be cool to see Williams up there again. Yo, Seb, they watch for the raid, buddy. I appreciate that, dudes. Welcome from Seb's stream. Hope you have a good one. Hope you had a good stream, mate. Ready for the 2028 cars already? With the engine regs. I think they're in 2029, aren't they? I believe. Maybe it's 2028. Oh, don't stop there, please, racing ball. Go on, go away. Appreciate the raid, Seb. Hope you had a good stream, mate.
We've only got 2 laps of fuel left.
There's a lot of traffic around me. What kind of rig is this again? I'm using the FGT from Next Level Racing. If you're asking about the cockpit. Alright, here we go. Did 100% China dry, wet, dry, and I never used the inters. That must have been either the smallest bit of rain ever, or it just never got damp enough. Hopefully it cooked the strat, though. Colton Herter is going to be Cadillac's reserve driver, yeah. Or test driver, what you want to call it. He is going to be the test driver next season. Twin 90s are V8 hybrids. At the moment, it's still going to be V6s. Oh, that was horrible through Beckett's, man. 2029 is still planning on being on V6s. There is a lot of rumor about whether it'll be V8s, whether it'll be V10s, but I honestly think it will still be V6s, unfortunately. That was a much better cops that time. I don't like that positioning, though. Almost 4/10 up. There we go. That's a much better lap. Much better lap. 5/10 increase, 24.5. That's more like it. Good stuff. Good stuff. Wish my PC could run F1 on OBS. That sound engine it. Yeah. The game is so intensive on PC. It's crazy. Super crazy. But honestly, the mods make the game 10 times more fun, so. Funny enough, I've been back to Canada, back to Vancouver, my home. Oh, lovely, Satar. We were looking at trying to go to Vancouver during my trip this time, but unfortunately couldn't work it out. So maybe next year. How much faster is reverse than normal Silverstone? I actually do think it's a bit faster. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know what we did for our pole position in, or not pole position. Sorry, our fast lap in the normal way round, but I do feel like we are going faster right now. All right, I think, ladies and gentlemen, that should be that done and dusted, I think. Yeah, tyre wear, honestly, is... It could well be a soft tyre over a medium, to be honest with you. Could well be a soft over a medium. Reverse tracks are so good fun, but it took me so long to get the hang of it on Sunday. Like, right near the end of my pace is getting better. Yeah, it's one of those... These reverse tracks really do take a bit of time to get the hang of. Because, like, some of the off-camber, like... Which corner is it in Austria? Normal turn 6 Austria. That corner is so awkward because the track, like, cambers out a little bit. And it's so easy to lose the back end around there. There's a lot of corners like that. It's super, super tricky to get a hold of. Okay. Looks like we're going to finish about 8 tenths up with George Russell. Not too shabby.
That's it. Practice is officially over.
Austria braking zone down to the hairpin sucks.
Goodbye.
Yeah, the normal turn 3 is brutal. If you, like, outbrake yourself a little bit, you're locking up straight into the barrier. It's super, super tricky. Right, that will do it for FP2 and practice here in the British Grand Prix. We do finish up on top, just like we did in FP1, by 8 tenths of George Russell, which is a pretty decent margin at this point. Obviously, once qualifying gets underway, we will definitely see those times coming down a good bit. So, we'll see how much they come down by. But, yeah, at the moment, we are still looking pretty competitive. So, let's see how it goes in qualifying. But George Russell in second right now, Piastri in third, Villeneuve, Tsunoda, Lawson, all in that top 6. Charles Leclerc on that medium tyre, currently sitting in P7. Pretty nice lap on the medium tyre too. Gasly, Ocon, Hamilton that top 10. And our teammate JB down in P18 right now. Did we do a medium stint in that one? Yeah, we did. So what was our medium times? 26.2, 26.5, 26.4, 26.8, 26.7. Actually pretty decent to be fair, aren't they? That was relatively on par with Charles Leclerc. Okay. I think we can up the AI a couple clicks, I'd say. Maybe we'll go 106 for quali. Definitely recommend doing a hike in the North Shore Mountains. I've been to the top of one. It's fun. I will bear that in mind. Thank you for the recommendation. Well, Dutch, how's it going, mate? But yeah, a lot of the Austria braking zones are brutal. Right, let's finalize these last little bits in practice. And then let's get ourselves set up and ready for qualifying here in Silverstone Reverse. 106 for quality gets knocked out in Q1. That would be the most that guy Vince thing to happen ever. Are we going to finish this one, actually? Yeah, we should be okay. As long as we don't get too many fails. Lovely stuff. All right, 5 out of 5 and everything. Beautiful. Okay, that is practice. Finito for the day, ladies and gentlemen. Time to get ourselves ready for qualifying here in Reverse Silverstone. We have so many R&D points. It's a shame I can't use many, but we have so many R&D points in the bank. It'll be useful for when we get the regulation come through, which actually probably isn't too far away at this point. Maybe the next 5 or 6 races we'll see it come through. Right. Let's see what we got to do here. So, let's get our car set up for qualifying from here on out. We will go number 4 on the ICE. MGUK, we'll go number 3. MGUH, go number 2. Then go number 1 on the energy store. Turbocharger, we'll go number 3 on that one too. Control electronics, go number 2. And then Gearbox got a new one on, so that's fine. No problem there. Good stuff. Right, let's get the AI up to 106. Let's put the audio up as well. And the music. There we go. All right, beautiful stuff. I think we're good to go. Reg changes use money, though? You don't use resource points for reg changes, really? I thought you did still. Maybe uses both, but yeah, I do feel like I accumulate a lot of resource points. Like, way too many. You could definitely start a career with reduced R&D points, I'd say. What tracks did you get rid of for the reverse ones? Miami, Hungary, and I think Vegas? Yeah, I think it was Vegas we got rid of as well. I was honestly okay with keeping Vegas, but we spun a wheel to decide the final one. We all agreed on Miami and Hungary, and then we spun a wheel for the final track, and it was Vegas that got removed. But Mac, how's it going, mate? All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Time to get ourselves on the way for qualifying here in Silverstone. The car set up, pace is looking pretty decent. In practice, can we convert that very good pace to quali pace now? That's where it's going to matter most. Let's find out, ladies and gentlemen. It is time for Q1 here in Reverse Silverstone. You didn't agree on Hungary? Okay, but the majority did. The majority did. And the AI is really OP there too. That's another reason.
Now one of the finest racetracks in the world.
Look at all those solar panels.
Qualifying day here at Silverstone.
We've got a solar farm at Silverstone out here. Yeah, well, good. Cheers, Mac. I focus on my engineering expansion and research, but I can research multiple at once to please those points fast.
Okay.
Maybe that's where I'm slacking.
Radio check.
But I also feel like I'd struggle with money, though, generally. Oh, rain in Q3? Ooh. We might be getting a touch of rain here in qualifying. Q1 and Q2 look like it's going to be dry. Potential rain in Q3. Maybe late in the session, though. That could spice things up quite a bit, couldn't it? That could very much spice things up. Rightio, let's get going for Q1 then. Let's put the fuel to 3.2. Soft tires are on. Let's just skip a tiny bit of time. Just to get a bit of track rubber laid down. And we'll head out for our first lap very shortly. About now should be good.
All set, we're ready to go. So let's get the car out onto the track.
Yeah, honestly, I keep doing the automatic activities because I'm boring like that. I'd say, well, actually, maybe we should have waited till this group of cars go around because they're fairly close here. There's a lot of cars down the lap at the moment, so... Right. Here we go. Maybe I'll just tuck myself behind the Mercedes. I'd rather not have too many cars in front of me that could hold me up, so... There's a bit of a gap between Villeneuve and that second car, so... We'll just utilize this gap, try not to put too much wear on the tires either. Yeah, that was my problem, dude. I did treat it quite a lot like previous games. Which is why I'm also quite low on cash as well, because I keep forgetting that it doesn't use resource points, it uses money. I never have any issues with cost cap, though. I don't think I generate enough money to worry about that, though, to be honest. I probably would have had a lot of spare money if I didn't sign 2 expensive drivers. That probably didn't really help much either. What up, Payne? Okay, good. We are going to keep ourselves in front of those guys behind, which is nice. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Lap number 1 coming right up. Let's see what we can fork out here in our first lap in the reverse Silverstone Grand Prix. Here we go. Bit too much inside curb. 23.5 for Charles Leclerc. That's a good lap.
Okay, that's P19, P19.
Probably wanted to use 7th there, but either way. Kept it flat. Oh, just got the grass a little bit, but shouldn't really make too much of an impact, I don't think. We'll get away with that one. Touch deep in that right-hander through the original turn 2. And 3 we go. And through the final corner, how's it going to be? For our first lap here in Silverstone, 24.6. Actually ahead of Villeneuve right now. That's not too shabby at all, is it? We are ahead of one of the Mercedes, Charles Leclerc and Piastri. I think we're about a second up on us after that lap. I'm not sure if Villeneuve made a mistake, but not a great lap from the Canadian. A lot of laps still to go, though. Lots of laps still to go. Why is it in reverse? It's an option in career mode. Once you finish your first season in career mode, you can put reverse tracks in. The only reverse tracks are Silverstone, Austria, and Zandvoort, though. I signed 2 rookies at midway through Season 1, have about 15 million spare. Yeah, I definitely went for the expensive driver side. I think for Season 3, we'll definitely focus on having maybe a rookie alongside Jensen instead. Jensen in himself is going to cost a lot. But having Hulkenberg as well is also quite expensive, so... I think Season 3, we will change up the driver lineup a little bit. I think we'll definitely plan to have Jensen in the team for Season 3. But I think we'll maybe let Holt go. Nightmare memory of how fast Leclerc was on Monday at Silverstone? Yeah. He had that spin on lap 2. Went from last all the way up to P6. It's crazy. Very, very crazy. Can you ever be sure when you go live? Never. Never. That's why following and have notifications on will help you out. I've had that command since I first started streaming, I'm pretty sure. Richard for sure. It's been F for me scoring points when AI is driving him. Really interesting. Very interesting. Oh, Jacob. Right, we are down to P4. George Russell has gone a little bit faster, so that demotes us 1 place. You probably will drop another handful of positions, so I don't think that was the best lap we could do. But also a lot of the faster guys are still yet to do a lap, so now down to P5. Good stuff there, cool. Stupid Lemon's not even subbed. I know, right? Terrible bot. Terrible bot. Now down to P6 as well. P7. Oh, there's a lot of cars going a good bit faster here. Both the Ferraris into 23. To be fair, George Russell was only a 10th up on us. Less than a 10th, actually. About half a 10th up on us in P6 there, so we're actually maybe not in too bad of a position, actually. Only driver yet to a lap was Lando Norris. He's just completed his lap. Goes into P8. Okay. I don't think we're in a bad spot there, chat. Obviously, yeah, we are a second down on the top 5, but we're kind of in amongst the Mercedes and the McLarens here, aren't we? Well, one of the McLarens. The other McLaren did a 23.4, which was 1.2 seconds faster than Lando's, so okay. I don't mind that. Yeah, Hadjar getting a podium before Tsunoda is crazy. Very, very crazy. All right, I think that might do it for Q1. What's our gap to the drop zone right now? Ollie Berman's done a 26.1. We did a 24.6. We're a second and a half up on the bottom group. We are probably all right, to be fair. That should be enough for a Q2, I think. What up, Rua? Need the second Red Bull car and get 3 racing balls? I'm all good with that idea as well. Or maybe just make it 4 racing balls at this point. Big car actually better than Red Bull. It's like Strasbourg being better than Chelsea. It's honestly crazy, isn't it? Absolutely crazy how much better that racing bull is. I think Albon is starting a lap here, so he's down in P10. Interesting. Let's see what Albon does for his lap. See if he improves from P10. Do I play any other sim games? I've played a lot of iRacing in the past. Played a lot of ACC. I want to try and get more into Le Mans Ultimate. There goes Albon over the line. 24.9. I don't know if he even improved, to be fair, but either way, P10 still for Alex Albon. Yeah, he actually did improve his lap time a bit, but yeah, still not enough to go into that top 9, so okay, I think, ladies and gentlemen, that will probably do it for Q1. Let's see who goes out on track. I don't think there'll be many. Yeah, there's not that many cars out on track for final lap here, so everyone from Kimi Antonelli and P12 is staying in. That probably says everything we need to know, doesn't it? All right, let's let these guys do their lap, and that will do it for Q1. We'll move on to Q2 very shortly. Let's watch JB do his lap, shall we? Let's see if our teammate Jensen Button, home hero. Let's see if we can try and get through to Q2. They carry a lot less speed through the reverse turn 3. How's his first sector? Okay, up in the first sector. But 10th up in that first sector for JB. Let's see if he can keep it up. Oh, he lifted through cops. Weak mentality. This isn't the JB I grew up with. $35.5 in the middle set for Jensen Button. I don't think this lap's going to be enough for a Q2 yet. Let's see if we can try and nail the final sector. I mean, he improved, but not by much. P19. Unfortunately, Jensen Button will be knocked out in qualifying here. That lap time will not be enough. He will be certified out in Q1. Hopefully, he doesn't lose out to Hadjar, though. That'd be even worse. Everyone finishing up their lap times here. Everyone's improving. No one's going ahead of us, though, which is a good sign. Last few seconds, and that will do it for Q1 here in Silverstone. Oscar Piastri is on top. Now, I'll tell you what, that top 5 is fairly close, but then there's a big gap between where that top 5 is and the rest of the grid. 23.6 for Lewis Hamilton in P5. Then the next fastest lap after that is a 24.5 from George Russell. 9/10 separating P5 and P6 is crazy. Big, big gap there. But either way, it puts us in P7, so I'm not going to complain too much. Hopefully, we can try and find a little bit more in Q2, and hopefully in Q3 if we make it through to that session. Lando Norris in P8, Villeneuve and Albon all through as well. Leaving us in Q1 then will be Ollie Behrman, Esteban Ocon, Jensen Button, and Isaac Hadjar. Both the Saubers are knocked out with Bottas and Marty in 21st and 22nd as well. But everyone else all through to Q2 and P7 for Nico Hulkenberg. Not too shabby at all. On to Q2 we go. Daz, thank you for on Twitch for mate. Appreciate it. Welcome in. JB washed. He might be. He might be. Then that age might be catching up with him.
Okay, let's have a comms check, please. Radio check.
Oof. Radio check.
7% wear on that soft tire. That's not going to do anything for us, is it? That soft tire is not going to do anything for us.
Lewis.
Okay, let's skip a tiny bit of time. We'll try the old soft tire out, see how it goes, and we'll decide based on that. But I'm pretty sure we are going to do another lap here regardless, so...
Okay, when you're ready.
Jamin gifting a sub out to Aiden as well. Thank you much, Jam, for that gifted sub to Aiden, buddy. I appreciate that, ladies and gentlemen. Get some spin chats. Welcome, Aiden. It's a Vince fan on behalf of Jamin. I appreciate that, dude. Very kind of you, man. Season 2, my F1 Verstappen went to Ferrari. Had an F2 driver come up as well. Yeah, I think we might have fairly similar careers. Do you have Charles Leclerc at Red Bull by any chance as well? We had Verstappen and Charles Leclerc literally swapping places. I just wanted to be a top gift at the moment. That's fair, Jamin. That's fair. I appreciate that. Am I the only person who thinks the best F1 track is Australia? Well, I'm sure the other Australians agree as well. I think all the Australians love their home track, so... I don't think it's the best F1 track personally, but I don't mind it. Right, what's the tire on this tire, actually? Right side, 9%. Left side, 4 and 6%. Belgium is the worst track. Okay. We rage baiting out here? That's good. We out here rage baiting. If I had to pick a favorite track, I'd say Singapore. I like Singapore. Vince, at this rate, I believe you can drive an F1 car. Easily could. Easily. I beat Max Verstappen a couple of times in this career. I could do it in real life as well, I reckon. All right, here we go. First lap Q2. Let's see what we can set down. Here we go.
Lewis.
Oh, you're such a horrible human being. Oi. Can definitely feel the low grip on the tires now. 23.8 for Lewis Hamilton.
And that's P13, P13.
Any mods available to ban route. Thank you much, Root, for the 2 gifted subs there to Phoenix and Almeida as well. I appreciate that, buddy. Very kind of you, buddy. Although Jamin is fuming at you, so I will stay relatively quiet on this one. Appreciate the 2 gifted there, buddy. Thank you. What's good, Bucks? $25-1 for our first lap of Q2. I'm not entirely convinced by that one, I don't think.
Okay,
Then we are going to another lap on. I don't think that soft tyre is going to be enough to get us through to Q3. So I think we're going to have to set another lap behind both the Williams as well. So better work do, I reckon. Let's let everyone complete their laps and see how we are. But I'm fairly confident we are going to have to do a second lap here. That sounds like a threat, Root. I'm not going to lie. That sounds like a threat. Jake with the Twitch Prime as well. Thank you much, Jake, for the Twitch Prime for 17 months. Ladies and gentlemen, guess who's been chat to welcome Jake into Vince for 17 as well. Appreciate it, buddy. Thank you, dudes. Starting that hype train as well. I love to see it. Jake, I swear you subscribed the other day. Am I going crazy? Subscribed last year, but here we are. See, I'm glad I'm not stupid. I'm glad I wasn't going crazy on that one. Average Twitch moment, I guess, huh? Oh, well. You get a double salute day. There you go. My prime is being stupid today, no? Maybe it's September, I don't know. September's playing around. All right. TGV is more important than your kids. It's not wrong. I'm not going to say it's right, but it's not wrong. All right, we're still currently P7. I think we're still ahead of Villeneuve as well. I think a lot of drivers might have actually used an old soft tyre for their first lap.
Get in there.
Lewis.
Miracles do happen, mate.
Oh, my days. Hold on, wait for it to come through. Wait for it to come through. There it is. Bro, Ash had it. Yo. Ash had it for 0.5 seconds. That has got to be the biggest humbling ever. That has got to be the biggest humbling ever. Howard coming with the 5 gifted subs. Too much hype for the 5 gifted subs, buddy. I appreciate that. To 5-star Marson, Zora, Flick, and I can't say the other name. That's the thing that it says. Thank you much for the 5 gifted subs, Hike. I appreciate that, ladies and gentlemen. Get a salute spin chat to welcome all 5 into the Vince fam on behalf of Howard. Also, Ash coming in with the 3 gifted subs as well. Thank you much, Ash, for the 3 gifted. I can't say the names because you've run away in my chat now. But if you did get a gifted sub from anyone who just gifted, please do drop a massive thank you to them for gifting a sub. But I appreciate it, guys. Thank you. Good battling. Good battling for that top spot. Right. Back to it. A fresh soft tyre, 9/10 faster, which would provisionally put us on a 24.2. That's around where George Russell is right now, I think. That's around where George Russell is. Jacques Villeneuve could be knocked out in Q1, imagine. Sorry, not Q1, Q2. What's that huge R near the map? That just signifies that it's reverse layout. At the moment, bottom 6, Jacques Villeneuve, Pierre Gasly, Colapinto, Stroll, Lawson, and Doohan, all in that bottom 6 right now. Could we see Jacques Villeneuve getting knocked out? We're definitely going to have to do another lap here because Villeneuve is only, what, 300ths off from us? So we are going to have to definitely do another lap. But can we find that 9/10 the Delta suggests? There's probably a couple mistakes to that. I reckon we could push into the 23s here, maybe. We need to find 1.2 seconds to it, but give it a go. All right. Vince is getting paid today. He's dinner live. Someone tell her Vince will take an expensive meal tonight. Nah, that was when 80 did his madness. I think it was like Sunday, I think it was maybe. When 80 gifted like 80 subs, something like that. The bro was going crazy. What sim do I have? I have the Mazda R9 wheelbase with the FSR using the Club Sport V3 wheelbase. I know, right, Howick? I know, right? Didn't he accidentally gift 85? Yeah, you're right, actually. Because he tried to gift 84 for his name, but then it said 83 in my chat. Then it gifted one more to fix it, and it jumped up to 85. Poor guy. All right, we should start seeing the first cars heading out on track in a moment. We've got those fresh softs bolted on. Let's put the fuel to minimum as well. And let's wait for those first cars to head out. Don't forget, chat, we are expecting some possible rain at some point in qualifying. If we jump up to Q3, you can see, possibly at the start of Q3, we might see rain hit the track straight away. The early laps could be very important. It is starting to get a bit cloudy out here as well. Look at all those grey clouds lingering around the track. Maybe we need to do this lap right now, actually, just in case that rain does arrive.
Checks complete.
Last thing we want to be doing is doing our lap and the rain hits. Let's get out on track. Bunky, thank you for on Twitch, mate. Appreciate it as well, dudes. Welcome in. Do you reckon if I DM'd him and just said, can I have 500 quid, he'd give it to me? Honestly, I do feel like he would happily, like, loan you that sort of money. I'm not sure if he'd outright give it to you, but I'm sure he'd be happy to help a friend in need, right? He ain't getting it back. Permanent borrowing, we'll call that. Right, looks like we have a good few cars here on track. Jacques Villeneuve was on track as well. He had to be on track, otherwise he would get knocked out in Q2. We have got the fresh soft tyre bolted on for this final lap. Like I said, I want to try and find about... Thank you, Morgan. I want to try and find about 1.2 seconds on the Delta, I reckon. If we're going to try and get into 23s, I'd feel very comfortable and competitive going into Q3. However, with that rain coming in, who knows what might happen.
Expecting rain in about 10 to 15 minutes.
10 to 15 minutes? That is probably late Q3, isn't it? So the rain isn't going to hit for Q2, which is good. But it may well hit later in Q3. Right. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's do this. It's time for our final lap of Q2 here in Silverstone. What can we put down this time around? Let's go. Nice turn 3. Three tenths up. I think there's more out there. Oh my God. We're out. We're out. We're 100% out. We're 100% out. We're going to be out in Q2. No! 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 We're out. We are out in Q2. Big moment in the hairpin. And unfortunately, we are out in Q2. We will not partake in the final qualifying session of the day. That is such a frustrating mistake to make. 3 tenths up going to that corner. We just got a little bit too late on the brakes. And that will finish us up for the day. We are out in Q2. We should have been in Q3. Villeneuve improves, and he's the one who will knock us out here in Silverstone. That is not what we wanted. Ah! frustrating mistake, man. Very frustrating mistake. Just slightly too late on the brakes. Back end kicks round, and that was it. Oh! What do you store water in? A big fat bottle. This thing right here. Oh, big bottle job. Big bottle job. Ah. I hate that turn going both ways. It is super tricky. I just got like a little too late on the brakes, and that was it. So we are going to be knocked out by 3.5 tenths to Alex Albon. 24-7 for Albon. I really do think we would have got through comfortably as well. Because we were talking about getting into the 23s. Oh, my days. We definitely would have found enough time to get through to Q3. That is so annoying. And unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, we will not partake in the final session. It would have been so interesting to see what would have happened in Q3 as well because of that rain coming in. But unfortunately, we will never know. P11, ladies and gentlemen, is where we will start the reverse British Grand Prix. Lance Stroll is also out in P12. Lawson P13. Gasly, Colapinto, and Jack Doohan joining us in being knocked out in the second session as well. Alex Albon and Antonelli, the two Williams, getting through to Q3 here, which is not great for Hulkenberg either. Jacques Villeneuve does get a P8 in the end. Russell P7, Piastri P6. Your top 5 consists of Verstappen leading the line so far. Norris, Tsunoda, and Leclerc in that top 4. Lewis Hamilton sitting in that P5 position at the moment. We definitely would have made it through. I'm so gutted about that. So gutted. Ah! Oh well. Points won the race, chat, right? Points won the race. Where's Jensen? Jensen got knocked out in Q1. He was P19. So, no Brawns in Q3. Doesn't happen that often, to be fair. We do usually get into Q3 fairly consistently, but yeah, that's not going to happen today. Which is a bit of a shame, but oh well, what can you do? Right. I think we'll go 105 on the AI. That should be okay. So, unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, P11 is where we will stick for this Grand Prix. Unless there's some penalties to other drivers, at the moment, P11 is where we'll start this Grand Prix. It's going to be a very tricky race, but obviously the points won the race, not in qualifying. So hopefully we can turn this around and score ourselves some good points in this Grand Prix. We've got 52 laps to go ahead of us here. We obviously had another British Grand Prix yesterday when we finished P9. We're going to try and one-up that. We're going to try and push into that top 8 like we just missed out on in Monday's stream. But hopefully today we can do it. While the race goes up, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go take a quick toilet break. If you guys have got a drink or a snack, now is a chance to do so. And then we will regroup in a few moments' time, ready for 52 laps of racing action in reverse Silverstone.
Welcome to not only the home of British motorsport, but also the birthplace of the Formula One World Championship. It's race day here at Silverstone, a classic on the calendar, and it's time for the British Grand Prix. Before we begin, let's take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race. Jacques Villeneuve lines up on pole position, just edging out Alex Albon, who'll start from P2. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Leclerc, Verstappen, Lando Norris, and Tsunoda, Piastri, Russell, Hamilton, and Nico Hulkenberg, Stroll, Lawson, Pierre Gasly, and Colapinto, Doohan, Behrman, Jenson Button, and Isaac Hadjar, Antonelli, Bortoletto, Pepe Marti, and Esteban Ocon lines up at the back of the grid. And now it's time to head down to the track. And alongside me in the commentary box today, a man who I always look up to, which is easier said than done, Anthony Davidson. I know what we've got to do before the start of today's race, but what about our driver? What do the final hours look like for them?
Well, for them, you know, you've got your pre-race rituals that you go through. You see different drivers that, you know, some have got their headphones on, they're listening to the music. Some drivers really absorb the energy from the crowd and they're there waving to them. Other drivers, they go within themselves. They chat to their engineers, absorbing that information, that vital information that you need to carry you through the race. And, you know, those pre-race rituals are essential to making things systematic. We do a lot of Grand Prix in a season.
Albon P2? Are you serious?
The easier you are within that environment.
I have a potential... I have a potential winner dog here, chat.
Radio check.
Addy, come. Come, Addy.
Okay, here we go.
You're just
I
staring
know
at
what
me.
you can do.
Addy,
Don't
come.
let me down.
Come here. Come. Addy, come. Come. Good girl, come. I'm just being stared at by a winner dog. Addy, come here. Good girl, come here. Come here. Who's your good girl? Come here. Bro, she's straight up just staring at me. She's not moving. Use a Canadian accent. Hey, come here, bud. Hey. You want some food, eh? Come here, bud. I don't know if that's very good. Good girl, come here. Come. I'm gonna take a picture of her. Accent is peak. Never do that again. Auntie, come. Come. Okay, well. I got photos of her, chat. Here you go. That's the best I can offer. She's just staring at me. She's refusing to come here. She's just going to stare at me. Spot on, Vince. Thank you. Thank you. Where's the wiener cam? That's on Dana's stream. With that voice, I wouldn't. Yeah, that's understandable. That's understandable. Right. Looks like we have actually got one position out of this, chat. We start P10. You guys said Alex Albon was P2. Oh my god, what happened in Q3? Jack Villeneuve also got P1 as well. He was tragic in Q1 and Q2 and ended up getting a P1? Bro, that must have been a crazy Q3, huh? That must have been a crazy, crazy Q3. But Villeneuve and Albon on the front row, Charles Leclerc Verstappen on the second row, Norris and Tsunoda on the third, Piastri Russell on the fourth, and then, excuse me, Lewis Hamilton in ninth and ourselves in 10th. Someone got a penalty. Was it Antonelli? I think it was, right? He got through to Q3, so I think it was him. Did then just message me? Oh, no, she didn't. Lewis 9th, game is realistic? Yeah, I guess so, right? I guess so. Interesting. That's a pretty wild Q3, that. Try if your penalties were had to. Yeah, I guess so. What is that strategy? The mediums are not going that long. Chat, for context, in practice, the medium tires were wearing at 5% per lap. 5%. I'm not joking. The tires were wearing 5% per lap. There is no way we are using a medium tire. I honestly feel like we should do a soft, hard, hard. Like, I'm not even joking about it either. I generally think we should do a soft, hard, hard. Softs were 10% lap then? No, they weren't actually. They were about 7%, I reckon. Honestly, I kind of forgot to have a look at the exact figure on the right-hand side tire, but it did say 8%. Yeah, I think it's about 7 or 8%. I mean, I don't know. I definitely think we are going to do a hard strategy at the end because, like I say, the tire on the medium tire is horrific. Tire wear generally is horrific, and you'll see it, but... Soft, hard, save the medium? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking as well. That's what I'm thinking too. Okay, so... 12 laps on softs, 20 each on hards? What do you reckon to that? Maybe a little longer on the second stint, actually. Just to get the best out of the final stint. Based on quality with in and out laps, softs were about 6 to 7%. Yeah, exactly. So I think we should be okay starting softs, right? We should be okay starting softs. Yeah, the ultimate strategy was the exact same thing. Plan B should be soft, hard, medium, you reckon? I can set that up. See how it looks. Yeah, I don't trust that medium tire. What's everyone else starting with? A lot of people starting softs. I also have like a bite on my ankle and it's doing my head in. Softs into undercut into a red flag. I wouldn't mind a red flag at some point in this race with the way this tire wear is. Okay, I think we'll set up like that, but we may adjust as we go. I think soft, hard, hard. Probably the strat we're going to do here. As you can see, a lot of drivers starting on soft tires. There are a few on mediums. The top two are on mediums. Tsunoda and Piastri on mediums as well. Every single other driver is on soft tires. So I think starting on softs is probably fine. But yeah, I honestly don't know if that medium tire will become the better tire or not. The tire on that like seemed insane. So we have red flags enabled. I actually don't know. Where would it be? Rules and flags. Yeah, we have them on. They're on standard. I think we've only got one red flag in this career, and that was in Hungary when we kind of like forced it in a way. I've not had a natural red flag in this career yet. All right, I think I'm happy to run that strategy, chat. Like I said, I think the tire wear is going to be a big, big problem today. We may, if it's really bad, even do a 3-stop. I'm not sure. Put it to increase then. The problem is, if we put it to increased, every time there'd be a safety car, it'd be a red flag instead. And we'd never get safety cars. I just have a big scarcity in safety cars, so it's the way it is. But yeah, I'm fairly happy running those two strategies. We'll find out as we go which one will be better, but yeah. Do we hate to fix that again then? Oh, trust me. We have been. We have been. We have a created Discord with EA, and we mention a lot of problems that we have and what we need to see fixed and things like that. Whether or not it will get fixed is a different question, but we vocalize a lot of our problems with the game, so. Right. I think that strategy is good to go. Right. What do we do for our prediction, chat? It actually felt like our pace wasn't too bad. I feel like had we have not had that incident in Q2, we actually could have got a pretty good position in Q3. Maybe a top 6. Maybe I'm pushing it a little bit there. So we could try and push for a top 8. What's wrong with the game? The players? Yes. Absolutely, absolutely everything, basically. Versus Aston. I think we did against Aston yesterday, didn't we? Or on Monday, sorry. Top 8. We could try and go for a top 8. I'd go super long on a hard tire stint 1. We would lose a lot of track position, but thanks for raising your F1 concerns. Can we just you in Madden or FIFA onward team packs instead? That's somewhat how it goes, yeah. That is somewhat how it goes. Let's go for a top 8, chat. Will we go a top 8 in this Grand Prix? I like the look of that. Obviously, we are going to be quite aggressive with the strategy here, even though the tires can be a bit of a problem. But, you know, we've got a lot of strong drivers in front of us here. Albon being P2 is still insane, by the way. I can't believe Alex Albon got a P2 in that Williams. I want to see his lap in Q3 because he must have nailed it. But Albon being P2 will make it even harder, I think, to get a top 8 here. And obviously, we do have a couple of fast drivers behind us too. So, yeah, let's go for a top 8. Will we grab a top 8 in this Grand Prix? Spin turn 1. Maybe turn 3. How's the weather in Canada? Very warm. I think it's like 22 degrees right now. Sweaty one. Am I based in England or Canada? Right now I'm in Canada, but I'm from England. It's raining a lot in England. Yeah, I've seen. I'll enjoy my lakeside view. All right, ladies and gentlemen. I think, without further ado, it is time to get ourselves ready and underway for the British Grand Prix. But not just any British Grand Prix. It's the reverse British Grand Prix. We are in Silverstone for another round of racing, but we're flipping it around this time. We're going backwards around this circuit, which should hopefully make things very interesting. But as we saw in practice, tyre wear is a big, big, big problem this weekend. And this is the strategy we are looking at to try and compensate with that. We're going to start with those soft tires, but we're not going to be on those soft tires for long. It looks like we may only be doing 10 or 11 laps on that soft tire and then quickly transferring over to that hard tire. So it's going to be very, very interesting to see how we fare against tire wear today, but hopefully that two-stop strategy will be enough to help us get into that top 8. And the top 8 is what we are targeting for today's Grand Prix, so make sure to get predictions up in the chat when that comes up in a moment. Will we score a top 8 here in the reverse Silverstone? We start top 10, we qualified P11, a penalty to Kimi Antonelli has allowed us to get in that top 10. Now we're going to try and secure it. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for 52 laps of racing action here in the reverse British Grand Prix. Ladies and gentlemen, the prediction is up on the Twitch right now. Will we finish in the top 8 in this Grand Prix? Get your predictions up on the Twitch right now. If you're on TikTok and want to gamble some points, make sure to head over to my Twitch, link in my bio, or you can see the name at the bottom of the top camera. Let me know in the chat, ladies and gentlemen, will we finish here in Silverstone? Let me know in the chat right now. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the British Grand Prix. And as you can see, we're going the other way around this time. We went the normal way around on Monday's stream, but tonight we're flipping around and heading down towards the final corner for turn 1, which should hopefully be a pretty spicy one, as long as we're not involved. But let's see what happens. We line up in P10 on the soft tires. Everyone else on the soft tires, other than a few, on mediums. And here we go. 5 red lights here in Silverstone. Lights out away. We're going for the British Grand Prix. That is not a bad getaway. Off the line down towards turn 1 we go. Russell looking to move over a little bit so we can pinch towards the apex. Big contact between ourselves and George Russell through turn 1. And we go sideways through turn 2. Because of that, we're still somehow only in P11. We didn't lose too much from that. We had a great launch off the line, but unfortunately, big side-to-side contour with George Russell puts us sideways through the first couple of corners. We recover it though, and thankfully, we only lose 1 position from that. So, not the most ideal start to the race really with that contact, but we were 3 abreast, I believe, through the opening corner. But thankfully, we haven't got too much damage out of that. Whoa, that was a good couple of contacts, wasn't there? I think we also made contact with Hamilton through the exit too. So, anything could have happened, but unfortunately, we have dropped 1 place. But like I say, could have been a lot more. Let's keep our head down. Long way to go in this Grand Prix. Got to look after the tyres as well. Russell getting a little bit sideways as we head onto the Wellington Straight. Backwards this time. We're kind of moving up a little bit. Down here. Jamin coming with the 5 gifted subs. Yo, Jamin. Oh my goodness. Almost went sideways there. A little drift for Jamin. There you go. Thank you much, Jamin, for the 5 gifted subs, my dude. I appreciate that. Right at the start of the race, that's why you love to see it, ladies and gentlemen. Get a slow spin chat to welcome all 5 into the Vince fam on behalf of Jammin. If you did just get a gifted sub there, make sure to drop Jammin a massive thank you for gifting you out a sub. But I appreciate that, Jammin. Thank you, buddy. Crazy opening lap, though. Back to number 1. Yeah, you are. Don't tell Rue or how I crash, though. Here we go, on to the hangar straight, heading downhill this time round. Gasly a little bit too far back to attack us. I'd really like to try and start putting some pressure on the guys in front now as we go a little bit too on the brakes through the start of Beckett's. I have to use a little bit of battery here just to push up the field a little bit. Room with the 5 gifted as well. I told you not to tell him, chat. Chat, you're making me make mistakes. Stop it. You're making me make mistakes. Room with the 5 gifted subs. Thank you much, room for another 5 gifted, my man. I appreciate that. Knocking Jammin off that top spot. Rest in peace. Rest in peace. Thank you much, room for the 5 gifted subs there, ladies and gentlemen. Get a slew spin chat to welcome all 5 into the Vince fam on behalf of Root as well. I appreciate that, buddy. Oi. Very kind of you, my dudes. They are very early on the brakes in some corners. Got to be a little bit wary of that. Right, let's start putting the pressure on Lance Stroll. Shall we want to get back in that top 10 now? We've lost a little bit of battery here as well, so let's try and recover some of that for the opening few corners, shall we? Yeah, they're quite slow through turn 3. They get a good exit, though. They get a good exit. What's for tea? Probably Earl Grey tonight, maybe. Maybe PG tips. Depends how I feel. That was much better breaking through Beckett's that time. Much, much better. Fraser must be paying you well at the moment. It's all those 12-hour shifts, that's why. It's all those 12-hour shifts. I'm actually struggling a little bit just with Lance Stroll here. There is a big group of cars in front of us. This goes all the way up to P4, I think. I think it's actually Alex Albon in the lead of this train. So Albon had a great qualifying, but struggling a little bit in his race pace right now. Tyre wear, let's have a look. 14 and 15% on that tyre wear. That is about the same as the medium, isn't it? Maybe a tiny bit higher. But I think that soft tyre is about the same as the medium. I keep thinking there's DRS down this track, I don't know why. On to lap 4. Still trying to get the push out if we can. Down the hangar straight we go again. I am struggling a little bit to try and get close to Lance Stroll here. I don't know if the dirty air is affecting me a little bit, but I'm not really able to get too close to Canadian. Last thing we want to do is lose DRS as well, obviously. That would ruin the entire race for us. Too early doors, though. Don't want to run it wide out here either. Had to push the battery a little bit, try and catch up and touch the Lance Stroll. We're getting a lot into braking here. I mean, this traffic is pretty ridiculous. Don't want to touch that inside curb, though. This traffic is kind of crazy right now. It's intense, Wally. This track in reverse is very intense. Yeah, look how early they are on the brakes through here. I might actually got a little bit behind the brake bias just to assist the back end a little bit. You still play F1 24? 25 is a massive upgrade on 24. Big, big upgrades. I did see a mid-session save as well. We'll run that real quick.
Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 5.7 seconds.
Come on. I'm hopeful that undercut might get us a few positions here, to be fair. Alex Albon is doing a decent job of holding the grid up, so... see what happens.
No need to worry about the tyre condition for now. Everything's looking good.
For now. That's the key couple of words in that phrase there, Mark. Because the tyre will definitely get worse. 24 and 23% on the right sides. Yes. I've almost lost DRS to Stroll, chat. I really cannot afford to lose DRS here, man. Come on. Just keep pushing. Pull up nicely through that left-hander. We're about to catch up a nice little bit here as well, which we do. Just gotta keep it tight. Got to keep it tight. I mean, Lance Stroll could possibly lose DRS to Hamilton at some point. He has dropped off a little bit as well. Oops. Bit wide through turn one. Kind of helps out a little bit, though, to be fair. I'd agree with that, Jasper, to be fair, to be honest. I honestly think 25 and 23 are probably on par with each other. They're very quick through the end of the hangar straight, aren't they? The top of the hangar straight, they're very quick. What's the other tracks you can do in reverse? Austria and Netherlands.
Tyres are degrading fast. We can change strategy if you want. Check your MFD for details.
Let's see. No.
Copy
Tyres
that.
degrading fast. I know what we'll do. We'll go mediums instead of hards. Nice one, Mark. Nice one. No, we're going to stay with the hard tyre on lap 11, I think. Oi. Back end does get very light through there. Gotta be super careful. I'm not running any rear wing, I don't think, so... it's good for straight line speed, at least. Stroll is definitely losing out a little bit to Lewis Hamilton right now, isn't it? Not too much inside curb at turn 2. Turn 3 was smooth, though. Is he outside the DRS? No, I think he's just about got it still. And then on to hangar straight we go again. We are a bit close to Lance Stroll, but Lance Stroll has also almost lost DRS to Lewis Hamilton, which could be quite bad for us. Need him to catch up a little bit if he can. Gasly's 8/10 behind as well, so we've opened up that gap a little bit to the Alpine, which is nice. Perfect through cops. DRS wide open again. Yeah, Lance Stroll lost DRS. Lance Stroll has lost DRS to that group in front. So I think we're going to have to go on the attack now, aren't we? We need to get past the Canadian ASAP. Lap 9, maybe, you reckon? Might be a little early. Look at the tyre wear, though. 36 and 35 on the right sides. They're a problem. They're a big, big problem. I think we should be okay to get to lap 11, but like I said, that right side is going to be super tricky. Gasly managed to catch up a little bit as well. No touch and go, but turn 3 that time. Get past Stroll ASAP. I'd love to, but unfortunately, easier said than done. Oh, look at the understeer through there. That was horrible. Horrible, horrible, horrible understeer there. I think he had a bit of a slide through Beckett's there. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, these tyres are getting a little bit out of control now. Oh, my days, bro. I mean, it's just... horrible at the moment. Horrible.
Try to stay with them. They
Big
might
lock
make
off
a
for
mistake
Gasly.
and we could still regain the position.
Kind of annoying that I was applying the pressure to Stroll and then immediately Gasly gets past me. Very, very annoying. We've got a 6-second gap to Colapinto down in P14. I can't box yet, chat. I can't. Otherwise, we'll wear out the hards too quickly. Really, really struggling at the moment. But I kind of have to hang in there, really.
We're approaching the pit window now, and you're going to be on hards next time. Gap to your teammate behind, 10.2 seconds.
We get so close through turn 3 there. That left-hander there is so difficult. The AI are fine there, but I don't have the grip they do. I mean, maybe we could box lap 10. I don't know. And again, just no grip. Maybe we could box lap 10. Guys almost went wide. I'm using up a lot of battery at the moment, trying to stay with them. Earliest lap 11, probably, you reckon? You box now, you go into that group and last, no. Doesn't really make a difference, they're too far back. Gotta remember it's a very long pit lane here as well. We'll probably be in front of the Salvers just about. I don't think we'll catch that traffic. I think we probably can box lap 10. Yeah, box lap 10, okay. All right, in on lap 10 then. In on lap 10. These tires are struggling. Oh, please grip, man. Come on. Look at that right side. 47%. I'd love to know what the AI's on right now. I would love to know what the AI's doing. Yeah, the top 3 have run away. Top 3 have disappeared. And there's a gap growing even more to that mid pack as well, or that front pack, I should say. Oh, Gasly ran wide. Out of cops. I think we're still too far back to attack him, though. Oh, I tried. Unfortunately, didn't quite have the grip, but I tried around the outside there. All right, in this lap, chat. In this lap. Let's try and get that undercut moving. It's just such a tricky track in reverse. Right, here we go. Oh my god, I actually got it slowed down. I actually managed to get it slowed down. That's a really tricky entry for the pits as well. Yeah, look at the gap we're going to have to that group. We should be good. I don't think I'm too worried about any traffic. I wonder if we'll get ahead of the Salvers. On go the hard tires.
Okay, go, go, go.
Yeah, I think we'll get ahead of the Salvers. Bro, these Salvers are so bad.
We're happy with that one.
Look how far back the Salvers are. We've actually managed to pit in front of them. That's crazy.
Okay,
all right, here we go.
Just one stop left in this strategy.
Plenty of clear air as well. Let's utilize this hard tire, shall we? Just gotta take it easy on the first lap or so, just to let the tire find its grip, rubber in a little bit. It already feels like it's got more grip. It unironically feels like it has more grip. That's crazy. true HP. Look at the gap we're getting to Ocon already. Wow. We are already getting a huge chunk of time. Bro, we're getting about 1.5 seconds on Ocon. Might be 2 seconds when we cross the line. Hard tire's cooking so far. I will try to be a little bit conservative with the battery as well. I think we're getting over 2 seconds.
The teammate ahead of us, 13.5 seconds.
Mad. Clean air is giving us some reward right now, isn't it? Hello, Ross. Driver in front. Driver in front.
Ocon is ahead of you. Time last lap, 1:32.3. And gap to the car in front,
Never did that.
12.9 seconds. Okay, they're on old softs. Their tyres are 11 laps old now. Okay, we think they've got 2 stops remaining. 2 stops remaining.
Yeah, they are 2 stopping. Which is what we expected. Keep me updated when they pit, chat. Keep me updated when they pit. Keep it on that track map. A little bit switch inside curb.
No
AI will use mediums? Yeah, I think they will.
Focus on the driving.
I think AI might do a soft, medium, hard. Getting so much time on the guys in front here. So much time. Yeah, we just boxed. We're the first man to box, so that's why we're so far out in front. My nose is so itchy right now. Stop it. Ah. Must be the allergies. 9.5 to Ocon. Bro, we are getting so much. Nose is hard grieving. Bro, it actually is. My nose is trolling me. .8. Where did we start? P10. We were P12 before we boxed, though. I know, HP. I know. I'm ruining all the emotion. I'm the worst. That was a little bit too deep there, but we'll come back into the corner. This should be a huge undercut, right?
Okay, gap ahead.
7.6 to Ocon.
Seconds.
This should be a massive undercut. Undercut seems super powerful so far. The longer they stay out, the better as well. Feel free to stay out, AI. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with it. Purple final sector there as well. That says a lot. You can visibly see them. Damn. I want to say Strawberry 3 or 4 seconds behind you. I mean, that's not as much as I'd want it to be, really, but... .2 to Ocon. We are getting so much. Tyre percentage. Right side's on 9 and 8%. But imagine what their soft tires are on right now. Chance AI stays in softs past 20? Nah, I don't think so. Surely not. Surely not. They're still on 10%. It honestly wouldn't surprise me. I'm not gonna lie. It genuinely wouldn't surprise me if the AI was still on 10%. Look how close we are to these guys now. 3.1 seconds. I really thought they would have boxed by now, but they haven't. And we continue to gain time, so... Join PSGL. I used to a bit of PSGL a couple F1s ago, but I don't really enjoy it all that much. That was mainly because I wasn't enjoying the game, though, and I am enjoying F1 25, so maybe I'll get into league racing again at some point. They're going to go soft, medium. It wouldn't shock me. It would not shock me. Get back into if you want iRacing. That'd be fun as well. Oh. And we're in DRS, just like that. Is Albon holding up the train? Yes. Albon's holding up the train big time. Round the outside, we've got Esteban Ocon. Look at the difference in grip this time. We tried to go on the outside of someone earlier on the old soft tyre. Had no grip. And look how we just glide by those guys.
Okay, good work.
Beautiful.
Great pass.
When's it Crazer is? Crazer is done for the season. It'll probably be back at some time this month, but there's no confirmation yet. Oh, JB. It was a bit of an audacious dive for me, that one, but I had to try and get by. Someone boxing. Who is that? Is that Lance? It's Lawson. And he is going medium tyres. Hopefully I'm a pretty decent gap to him. Looks like we will. Yeah, big gap to Lawson. Big gap to Lawson. That's what I want. But I need to make sure I get that gap on Stroll as well. And ideally, we undercut some of those people who are in that Albon train. That would also be lovely. This is not what I was planning. Oh, that is beautiful, though. That is beautiful. Right before we got to Cops, we made it past him. I think he actually made a mistake as well going through that corner. Because we already have 1.4 seconds to Hadjar since passing him there. That's pretty impressive. Oh, Berman going for another slides. Keeps a hold of it, though. Look at that straight line speed here. Round the outside of Berman, he covers the inside as we head through the normal turn 5. And by the time we're even close to the corner, he's backed out of it into P15. These hard tyres cooking so far. These hard tyres are cooking. Stroll in the pits. Yep, I see that. Quite a few people pitting here. Here we go. This is where it'll all unravel. I think they're actually going for another soft tyre. There's no way.
Jensen's coming in for his stop now.
They actually went for another soft tyre. Bruh, there's no way. Looks like a decent gap to Stroll, though, right? I actually can't believe it. They're genuinely going for another soft tyre. How? How?
Okay, so the car ahead's come in and fitted the soft
Potential
tyre.
podium? God, no. No way. I don't know where you come to that conclusion. Soft hards? It honestly wouldn't surprise me if they did a soft medium. It would not surprise me at all. I mean, Doohan is holding up Russell perfectly here. That does help us out a little bit. Albon's just gone to the medium tyres. I'm not sure if we pass him or not. Do we pass him? Nice, we do. Albon was the one holding up that entire group as well, so... Interesting. I think everyone might have pit now. I'm not entirely sure. They did that strategy last round to track soft medium. That's crazy. The tire wear is way too much for me to do a soft medium. If AI goes soft medium, win the race? I don't think so. I think the complete opposite. I think the complete opposite. Lewis hasn't boxed yet. Okay. Yeah, there's a few more boxing now, actually. You're right. Let's see if we'll get ahead of some of them.
Okay, the incident
Yellows.
cleared. Let's get back up to racing speed. Come on.
I think someone stopped. Oh, they're back on the way. Was that Albon? Hold up, was that Albon that just spun? We're P5. Wow, okay. That undercut's done quite well. However, we are going to lose a lot of positions here, I think. I'm fairly confident Albon just spun. Oh, man, the understeer there for me is chronic. We may be P5 right now, chat, but it ain't going to last long. It is not going to last long at all. If Albon actually spun, that is a great bottle job. We thought we bottled quali. He just completely bottled the entire race. Because he was right. He qualified P2. And now he's going to be outside the points by a mile.
Tyre condition still looking good.
What track is this? Reverse Silverstone. I have a good few cars behind me here. I have 3 cars on my tail. And here goes one of them. Turn around the outsides. Let's give him a bit of space. Ah, he got DRS. I might get cooked here. Everyone here has DRS. I might get cooked alive. Actually, wasn't so bad, was it? That wasn't so bad. But Tsunoda is going to run away a little bit here. Here comes Piastri as well, looking down towards reverse cops. We'll get DRS. Not really got a lot of battery here, but we might be at straight line speed. And we will be able to hold off Piastri on this occasion. Lewis Hamilton is on another soft tyre. Are we going to the end? No, no way. Tyre wear is awful here, HP. Absolutely awful. Here comes Piastri again. Look to the outside. We just had enough in the straight line, though. Tyre wear is awful at the moment. I think next time we pit will be lap 31, 32, which is going to be tricky to get to. AI 3 stopping? No, the AI 2 stopping. You got to remember this is AI for the player, not for the tyre wear. Sorry, the AI.
Is a second a lap faster, 1 second.
The tyre wear is brutal for the player around here, less so for the AI. How are the tyres now? 29 and 26. I think they will get to 30, 31, 32 okay. Won't be too pretty. Piastri on the outside. We have the line there, and wow, through goes Lewis Hamilton on Oscar Piastri. Piastri ran a little bit wide after we defended, and Hamilton said thank you very much. I think Lewis Hamilton might get through me here as well. Now we're on the outside. Goes Lewis Hamilton. Had a look. Didn't really go for it, though. Back and get a little bit slidey there.
Okay, gap to the car.
We have still got a bit of a gap to the Astons.
2.8
Honestly,
seconds.
that's kind of all I care about is that gap to the Astons the most. Obviously, yeah, I'd love to get a top 8 as well, but the Astons kind of been a bit of a rival for us this career, so I do feel like want to get one over them here in Silverstone as well. At the moment, it seems to be working out. But can we keep it working out? Let's see. Thought I saw yellow flags for a second there, but all good. There we go. This will be where Hamilton's going to be very quick here. Here goes Hamilton to the outside. Through Beckett's. Rough on the grass a little bit, but still side by side with Lewis Hamilton. We keep the right-hand side, still side by side through Beckett's. Through goes Lewis Hamilton to P7, that soft tyre. Just having a lot more grip at this stage. And oh my God, look at the dirty air there. The AI do not get that dirty air. Piastri didn't get a single phase of it. We'll try and get back up the inside of Piastri as we outbrake ourselves a tiny bit. Back on the inside and through we go on Oscar Piastri. That was ridiculous, that dirty air through Cops Corner. Car was just dragging itself wide. Yeah, because you don't get DRS down the Wellington straight, HP. I think because you can still go flat through the original turn 5. So they changed the DRS and reverse now to be down the old pit straight instead.
Okay, you're closing on one of the Ferraris. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 35.3 seconds.
Which is an interesting little change up. Lance Stroll's coming, 3.1 seconds. Lance Stroll getting closer. Here comes Piastri. I don't think there's a lot I can do here, really. Down into P9 we go.
Yellow flag.
Yellows.
Okay, we've got a
Oh, safety car!
Safety car's out. Keep an eye on the delta.
There's a Sauber
Positive to
stopped
avoid
on the
penalty.
exit cops on the
Slow
right-hand
down,
side.
maintain positive
I
delta.
think he might be
we're
out.
more or less into the pit window now. If you want fresh rubber during the safety car, we're ready.
Oh, I can't see him. He's gone already. Safety car with, 29 laps to go? Oh,
Understood.
could we do a hard tire to the end? Have you got another hard? Yeah. We do have one more hard tire. We could try the hard to the end, or we could do a medium soft. What do you guys reckon? You're on hards for 13 laps? Yeah, and look at them. We could do it, I think. And if it's... I think we take hard tires. If we struggle towards the last 10 laps, maybe we go softs. Ah, everyone's boxing as well. Shit. Everyone's boxing. Well, we're definitely gonna take the opportunity to pit. 100%. Bro, no. I pressed the button. I had the glitch, chat. I had the glitch where it doesn't activate the fucking pit limiter. There we go. If I got a penalty that time around, I would have taken it. Yeah, hard tires are required. We're all good. Come back to a safety car? Yeah, one that Saubers is out. I saw they were stopped on the exit of cops, so... I thought you sped. I thought I did too. If that was 10-second penalty, I'd have taken that one. But the first one, my pit limiter didn't activate. I'm going the hard tires again.
Okay, mate, that's it. Go, go, go.
Bro, thank
That
God
was
we
a
have the harder
fantastic
tire
stop,
location, right?
Faster than we were expecting.
We actually got ahead of Piastri. I wonder if he got held up. No, must have got... His teammate's miles away. It was just a bad stop for Piastri. Okay, fair enough. Back into P8. All right, fair enough. No problem. So, what it looks like then, I think everyone who isn't on a hard tire is going to pit again. What's the pit engine like in reverse? Horrible. The pit exit's fine. No problem with the pit exit. The pit entry, because it dips down, it's so hard to get the braking right for. It's very, very scary. Probably had to wait for cars to go past. Maybe, yeah. Maybe you got a haul of traffic. Oops. So I do think we are going to get a couple laps of safety car then. Let's say safety car comes in lap 26. That'll be 26 laps on hard tires. It's doable. It's tricky, but it's doable. Man, I love it. I really wish we had more safety cars in career modes. The way it spices up races, whether good or bad, it's crazy. I don't think he did double stack because his teammate had a huge gap to him, so I don't think he double stacked. I think he just got held up by traffic and maybe a slow stop as well. Pray for a virtue at the right time. Yeah, if we got a VSC with about 10 laps to go, we would take softs to the end. So we actually have some pretty good tire options right now. This is our second hard tire. We have a medium left and a soft tire left, both of them fresh. So I do like our tire availability right now. We've got some good tires available for the rest of the Grand Prix. Again, I don't think we'll take a medium tire. I think if anything, it would be a softs. Do you wish more tracks got reversed? I mean, I think it was fine for them to only add 3 for the start. Because obviously they take a lot of programming and stuff like that. It's not easy to get the game set up for a reverse track. So I think it's fine to have 3 for the start. It also gives an idea as to whether we like it or not. I'd like to say that most people get on with it fairly well. And if that feedback is good, then maybe they'll add a couple more next year. Be interested to see what ones, though. What tires are they on in front? So it looks like Hamilton's are on medium and softs. Russell looks like he might be on a hard. Might see better through the corner on the next one. I don't want to go into race director right now. Yeah, looks like a hard tire on Russell. Maybe a medium, actually. There is a Sauber in this mix. We have got a back marker in this safety car queue. Safety car might be in this lap, actually. Jacques Villeneuve's out.
Okay, they're out of this race.
What? I think Jacques Villeneuve might have just had a mechanical failure. He's just retired under the safety car. Safety car in this lap. So that back marker has caught up. And we are going to be racing on lap 26 for however long. And like I said, we are going to have blue flags here because there is a Sauber in the mix here. So prepare for a bit of chaos on this restart. Here we go. Away we go. That's a great restart. Lewis Hamilton on the inside straight away. Pepe Marti positioned horribly down towards turn 1. Can we squeeze our way past? Through Lewis Hamilton. We're on the inside, on the outside through turn 3. We squeeze our way through the 7-time world champion. And into P6 we go. Definitely a bit of a chaotic restart, but we have gained a couple places there. One simply from Jacques Villeneuve getting mechanical failure, and the other with a lovely on-track overtake against Lewis Hamilton in that Ferrari. Great restart.
No need to worry about the tyre condition for now.
On we go.
Looking good.
On we go. What's in the other Sauber? I have no idea. No idea. And we're too far back to get DRS to the guys in front here. Those softs and mediums will definitely be the stronger tyre for the start, so don't expect too much battling with the guys in front for now. But obviously, everyone is going to pit again. We don't know if we're going to pit again. We're kind of undecided if we are going to stop or not. Can we cash out on no prediction? I'm afraid not. No cash outs allowed here. Yeah, that top 5 sorry, has kind of run away a little bit here. Max Verstappen leading the line.
DRS is now enabled. Gap to your teammate behind, 5.1 seconds.
Pretty crazy last few laps, huh? Right, DRS is now available. I think Lewis Hamilton will probably get past us fairly quickly here. And there's a lot we can really do about this one. Down towards Beckett's we go. Here comes Lewis Hamilton. It's actually a little bit further back than I thought he would be. Here he comes. He got up the inside. No, he's not. Lewis Hamilton does not find the space on the insides. Maybe through Cops. Let's see. Oh, that's a bit of a dodgy entry. Here comes Lewis Hamilton. Is he gonna dive out the inside here? No, he's not. Still a little too far back. Probably could have had a go there, but he decided against it. We've actually broken away from that back group as well, haven't we? We're actually in a not bad position here. Just got to try and keep our pace up. How do you get that engine sound? We're using mods. Lots of purple laps going down here.
Okay,
We are about a second
ahead.
slower than the guys in front.
3.0 seconds.
That's good, isn't it? Think this time Lewis might get me. DRS, bit of DRS probably as well. Slipstream around the outside of Beckett's. Hamilton up the inside. We'll wrap around the outside if possible. And there goes Lewis Hamilton. Maybe not actually. This time he does. Through the exit of Maggots. And Hamilton is into P6. And a little look on the inside through Cobbs there, but backed out of that one. And we'll get DRS down here as well. I think that'll probably be it. He sat behind us for a couple laps, probably wore his tyres out a little bit too, so. Crazy road so far. Genius and Icos, I think the follows on Twitch, guys. Appreciate you. Welcome in. Thank the follows. Come on. I really want to be careful with the battery. I don't want to burn too much, but it's tricky at the moment trying to stay with these guys. It's interesting that Lance Stroll's on hard time as well. I wonder if Lance will try and get to the ends. Harrison Hamilton down the hangar straight. Through Beckett's and Maggots we go. Kind of feels weird saying Beckett's and Maggots and not Maggots and Beckett's, but. What engine are we using? We're using the V8 mods. If you do the command engine in the Twitch chat, you'll get a link for where we got the mod from. Worst Great Britain, worst track on the game? Nah, it's still better than Miami. I'd rather do this track than Miami. Why the Miami hate? Because it's a terrible track. What do you mean? Miami is underhated. It's still very well hated, but it's still underhated. We're actually sticking with Lewis Hamilton okay so far. To my own surprise. We have broke away from Lance Stroll's DRS as well, which is good. I'll try and keep this DRS on Lewis as long as we can, but he is going to be a bit quicker at this stage, I think. We've definitely got some pace down the straights. That's the main thing. We're actually getting a little closer as we head through Cops. We'll get another dose DRS on Lewis Hamilton down here through the old pit straight. And we'll close up a bunch through here And then try and save some battery through the long, sweeping left-hander. 2.7 to Stroll now. I like what we're doing, chat. I'm not going to lie. I think a top 8 is definitely on. Are the classic tracks not on the calendar anymore? No. Unfortunately not. Just the reverse ones. Let's keep pushing. I like our pace so far. Pace feels good.
Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 17.4 seconds.
Again, like I said, I'm still a bit uncertain on strategy at this stage, but we'll keep pushing, see what happens. Tyre wear, I will show you in a second. Still got DRS, nice. Tyre wear, 15 and 14% on that right side. I may need someone to do some calculations for me there. Oh, the understeer there, man. Come on. I may need someone to do a little bit of mathematics for me.
Tyre wear rates are lower than we expected. Stay out a little longer.
Where did we box? 20... Well, I mean, the green flags are 26, so... Keep current.
Okay, copy that.
So do it from lap 26 onwards. Because of the safety cars. Bottas race looking like 3 or 4% per lap. That is going to be tricky, isn't it? So that tells me we're going to be on about 70% by the end, right? Ouch. Need that VSC? Yeah, we may well need it. Or another safety car, to be fair. Maybe a little bit later, though, ideally. Not just yet, but a little later. I think going 20 laps on mediums will probably kill me. Over 70 of those rights, yeah. The left side is no problem. I have no concern on the left side, but the right side's the issue. We have lost DRS on Lewis Hamilton now. That was coming. Unfortunately. Now Piastri is all over my backside trying to find a way through. We did well. Told him off into Beckett's, but... What's that sound? That sounds like backfiring close to top speed. It's the floor of the car grinding against the surface of the track. The ride heights are so damn low on these cars that you hear the scraping noise. Are we pitty again? That's what we're debating. We don't know. We have no idea if we're pitty again or not. That was miles away from that apex. Wow. I mean, everyone else is pitting again. Every other driver's going to pit again. Maybe other than the guys on hards, but if you're on softs or mediums right now, you're pitting again, right? That's the situation. Every driver who is on a hard tire is probably going to pit. Once Piastri passes me, I will get the info on Lance Stroll to see if he'll pit. I don't think he will, though. And that info could come shortly, because here comes Piastri. Went for the outside, down towards Beckett. Has he got the gap? We're hanging around the outside. Oh, he's just got the grip on that soft tire. All right, let's find out. That didn't take long. Driver behind.
That's Stroll behind you. Okay, they're on old hard tyres. Their tyres are 9 laps old. And the time last lap, 1 minute 29.6.
No mention of another pit stop. I mean, if those guys on the hard tyres aren't pitting again, I don't think we are either, are we? If they're not pitting again, I don't think we are either. That's a sit rep. But like I say, the tyre wear is going to be horrible at the end. I'm not sure when the guys on soft mediums will pit, but maybe late 30s, early 40s. But we have got a decent gap to the guys in the hard tires at least. That's good for now. I'll try and extend it as much as I can while I can. Especially while we've got some DRS on the slightly faster guys. Been an interesting race so far. Very interesting. You've been super quick for 10 laps left on some fresh mediums. Yes, but the pit stop is about 35 seconds here. I don't think we recovered 35 seconds in 10 laps. We would need to gain over 3 seconds a lap. And I don't know how doable that will be. We could maybe do a couple seconds a lap. I don't know about 3. I think right now our best bet is just holding out and just see what happens. Especially if we're keeping that DRS as well. You did 2 seconds lap in the first lap in the hard after pit stop 1. But like I say, if we're going to do 10 laps, we're going to need more than 3 seconds. And again, that was against the slower guys as well. Which did include Gasly, to be fair. I think if we're going to pit, it's going to be around 38, I reckon. But again, I just don't think it's worth it. I think the mediums and softs are just going to wear too much for it. We are keeping up with Piastri's DRS for the time being as well. I don't know when that crossover will happen between the softs and hards, but it is the AI we're talking about. Teammates in the pits.
Jensen is in the pits. Jensen in the pits.
I don't know what tyre he was on, but that's an early pit stop. Still in DRS range. Look at that gap to Lance Stroll. It keeps increasing. Oh, I was in hot lap mode. That's not ideal. I did not want to be in hot lap. Gap's still growing. Pace is good. Yeah. I think, honestly, for now, if our pace is still okay, I think we should just stay out, right? I think we should just stay out. It does seem like Lewis is struggling a little bit, though, doesn't it? Oscar is catching him. And because of that, we're catching him as well. That medium tyre definitely not looking too good on the 7-time world champion's car.
Okay, we're approaching the pit window. You're going to be on softs.
Nope. Ignore. Dismiss, ignore, whatever. .6 to Stroll. I nearly lost DRS there. That was quite a bad turn 3. Got away with it, but maybe we'll lose DRS in the second straight. What's the AI level? 105. Yeah, they lost DRS. Ah, it's a shame. Piastri's tyres are still cooking. If these guys can scrap a little bit, maybe we can try and get back inside of it. But Piastri's tyres do look stronger than Lewis at this point, don't they? Very interesting.
I think you should do a reverse community race, like actually drive in reverse smile.
Imagine. Reverse gear only community race. The scenes would be crazy. Thank you much, Paolo, for the 8-16-month resub as well, buddy. I appreciate that. Ladies and gentlemen, get a solution chat to welcome Paolo into Vince Fam for the 16. Appreciate it, buddy. Thank you, dudes. McLaren needs to be nerfed in game 2. I don't think so. Wait, do you mean nerfed or do you mean, like, buffed? Because the McLaren car in the game, I don't actually think it's the best car, is it? I think the Rebel still might be the best car. I don't know why, but... we did that on Sunday, HB. We did that on Sunday for Sandbox. It was actually a lot of fun. Nerfed in terms of tire wear? Oh, yeah, fair. I mean, I feel like we can say that generally about the AI, right?
Trailing the car ahead by 1.7 seconds.
We did the double race? We did indeed. I was actually thinking about that because I had a lot of fun. I think a lot of people had a lot of fun with that as well. I was actually thinking about, rather than doing open lobbies and community race, why not just do 2 community races? Because open lobbies are subjective, say the least. Paid to sub though? Yeah, I guess. I mean, someone mentioned the way Fabio does it, which I think is probably the best way of doing it, is one the races you have as sign-ups, and one the race you open up to everyone, basically. So it's first come, first serve for both. But obviously, with sign-ups, you're more likely to get more community members in, so... Oh, man, the understeer there was crazy. Do we have any more stops left? Yeah, we're not planning on it still. We're not planning on it. Those guys in front are just escaping a little bit annoyingly. That DRS was super useful. We have got beautiful gaps of guys behind, so I don't mind it too much. Maybe when these guys are in front pit as well, anything could happen. Yeah, we're using mods. 10 seconds on Stroll, yeah. Yeah, we're doing a good job. I'm happy with our pace, but obviously I'd like to try and compete against that top 8, but I'm probably getting a little bit ahead of myself wanting that. We can do, I guess, Nico, but again, I do feel like people aren't going to be here for the second race. I feel like the second one would take longer to get through the sign-ups because some people are just not going to be here. Yeah, back end getting a little light now through turn 3. 2 wheel spin for it again. It had the same issue, unfortunately. Guys up front are fighting also, so you aren't losing that much time. We are losing a bit, unfortunately. We are losing a bit. Ooh, we kept it flat through cops. First time we've done that in this race. Car must be light enough. We have got a little bit too much fuel now because that's safety car, but oh well. I think Simon's worked first race, 3-4 for the second race. Yeah, that's what I was thinking as well. That's the way Fabio does it. Apparently it works quite well too. The only issue I'd have with that is obviously you could get randomers in, which might ruin everything. But not just that, it's also... We've seen it in the past where when too many people join at the same time, it like causes a lot of traffic in the server and it lags a bit. And it takes a while to sort itself out. Sonoda's pitting.
That gap ahead, please. 2.7
Has he gone for another soft tire? There's no way. They're going for another soft tire. 12 laps to go, chat. 12 to go. Could we not do 2 sign-ups? Maybe. Maybe. Would that be too much hassle, though? Oh, come on. What up, Aiden? How's the wear? 44 and 40. It's definitely on course for about 70%, isn't it? Sub race and non-sub race. That's what I was also possibly thinking as well. Maybe subs can enter both, though. Mods only. A free-for-all for the mods. Whoever wins gets head mod for the week. Sonoda's 21 seconds back. He probably will gain enough, I think. Is that a V8? Yep. That right side is a problemo. Big problemo. Has this been a good race? You know what? It actually has been a very good race. In my opinion. Oops. I know we're not really in a fight right now. However, the strategies are starting to unfold themselves. We had a safety car on lap 24. And we boxed for a hard tire, ideally to the end. Which was always going to be very tricky. So that's what we're trying to do. And that's the same strategy on right now. We're on those hard tires to the end, trying to make it work, but everyone else is most likely going to pit again. So you can see Yuki Tsunoda was the first one to box. He's already 19 seconds behind. He probably will catch with a couple laps to go, I think. But I'm giving it everything to try and score the best possible position. Tires are not going to go in our favor at some point. Ten laps to go. This will be our last chance to pit, chat. If we want to pit, this is our last opportunity right now. What do you guys reckon? To the end on these hard tires or pit for a soft tire right now? Stay out, yeah? All right, we're on the same wavelength. Broken, thank you for on Twitch, mate. Appreciate you, dudes. Welcome in. Come on, 10 laps to go. "12 seconds to Stroll as well. That gap has continued to increase. Yuki said at 18 seconds. We could do with a big favor from Stroll here. If Stroll could hold up Tsunoda as much as possible, that would be really useful for us. I think right now we basically are guaranteed a top 8, but whereabouts in that top 8? Those softs will be rapid. Again, like I said earlier, it wouldn't be 3 seconds a lap rapid, though. I honestly still think our lap times aren't too bad, all things considered. Obviously, it's not great, but given the condition these tires are in, I think it's fine.
We're increasing our gap
5 seconds to Piastri.
by around a second a lap.
When are those guys in front pitting? Could have given me DRS, like. You'll give me some here, though, right? Beautiful. Thank you very much, Pepe Marti. Appreciate that. That's actually a very nice bit of DRS, that. To the end of the week. Let's find out when Piastri's going to pit. He is supposed to. Driver in front.
Okay, the McLaren driver's ahead of you. Piastri's ahead of you, and gap to the car in front, 5.2 seconds. Okay, they're on old softs. Their tyres are 19 laps old. Time last
Jeez,
lap,
man.
1:28.1. You're losing around 7/10 a lap at this pace.
Why is he not boxing? Chat, am I going crazy, or was there no mention of him not boxing? There was no mention of him boxing.
Okay, the car ahead's beginning to pull away. You know what to do.
So he's gonna do nearly 30 laps on those softs, isn't he? How, bro? Nah, I need to know what that tire wear is, dude. That's crazy. They must be getting towards puncture territory. I mean, if that was me, my tires would be blown out by now. Sonoda's past Stroll as well.
You should be feeling the effects of some tyre wear soon, so stay on
Yeah,
your
no
toes.
kidding. I don't understand that in the slightest. I do not understand that whatsoever.
Okay, gap ahead, 5.6 seconds.
I mean, maybe we'll get a puncture at some point. I don't know, but let's see. Is that a V8? It is indeed. I mean, the medium's going that long as well. It's still pretty nuts, but the soft's doing it is even crazier. Even crazier. How are you not getting on Piastri? I have no idea. I have absolutely no idea. I'm doing everything I possibly can, but I just cannot catch him. And he's on 20 lap old soft tires. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. When am I next live? Tomorrow. Tomorrow we're heading into Belgium as well. Love that track. My favorite track on the calendar. We have the Belgian Grand Prix tomorrow. Sprint race as well, don't forget. What time? 5 p.m. UK time. I'm always live at 5 p.m. UK time. Doesn't make any sense to all. No, it doesn't. I mean, look, I understand that he's got DRS on Hamilton, but to be honest, he should be losing out on Hamilton right now, and he's not, so... I don't know, dude. I don't know. Let's just see if he gets a puncture.
Okay, car behind's catching you at a rate of about 2 seconds a lap. Be aware.
It is still possible that he can get a puncture, so we'll see what happens. We are officially in the warning area now, chat. We're on 60% that front right. I don't think we'll get towards the puncture area. But we have got our warning for not track comments, for tire deg. Front right is getting worn. How do you get the Brawn GP sponsor? It's a modded livery. I wonder what percentage Piastri has. I wish there was a way to know. I wish there was a way to know. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, if you are enjoying the race, enjoying the stream, and enjoying the content, make sure to hit that follow button. We are live on both Twitch and TikTok right now. And if you're on TikTok or you want a better viewing experience, higher quality stream, make sure to head over to Twitch as well. Link in my bio or twitch.tv/ThatGuyVince. We give a shout out to every follow on Twitch as well. So make sure you follow if you haven't already. He's still pulling away. Still pulling away. I think Sonoda might be our battle for this race, won't he? I really thought a lot of those guys at the top would pit, but they're just... Yeah, they're not. Yellow flags. Is that behind?
Green flag.
Oh. I think it was a Sauber letting the Red Bull go. That's a shame. I got a little bit excited there. Looks like rain. Yo, imagine it starts raining, though. Weather report.
Okay, radar is clear. Weather is looking good for now. Dries definitely seem like the fastest
It's unfortunate,
tyre
isn't
at
it?
the moment.
That's unfortunate. 2 races in a row, Stroller's cooked my prediction. I'll tell you what, Stroller's been super slow on that hard tyre, isn't he? Lance Stroller's been very slow on that hard tyre. He looked like he might have an opportunity today, but yeah, he did not take it. Do I use a sound mod? Yeah. I like your wheel. Thank you. Last of the race just disappeared. Yeah. I think he has like a give up mentality, doesn't he? Not going his way. That's it. Throw the towel in. Sounds like Lance Stroll, at least anyway. He had a great race on Sunday in real life, though, didn't he? His turnaround that weekend was actually pretty impressive. A lot of people went very quiet after Sunday. Tsunoda catching, yep. Tsunoda's on a, I don't know about fresher anymore, but he is on the more grippier tire, so. Yeah, the guys in front are just not getting the effect of tire wear. I hate to say it, but it could come good in a newer car. Who knows? Who knows? Oh, jeez. Nice bit of understeer. AI cheating, yep. Let's see how many laps we've been on those tires for, shall we? Driver in front.
McLaren driver ahead, and the time last lap, 1 minute 28.3. Piastri ahead. Okay, gap to the car in front, 7.8 seconds. Okay, they're on old softs. Okay, they've done 25 laps on their tyres.
25.
Okay, by around 4/10 a lap. Give it everything you got.
25 laps on soft tires. And he's still pulling away. Brother, what do you mean? What do you mean? I don't know if it's trying to say I have a skill issue. I don't know if it's saying that the AI are OP as shit. I don't know if I have a bad car. Maybe all 3 of them, to be fair, but that is ridiculous.
Box now, please. Box this lap.
They're literally, bro. They're doing what they do IRL. They're water cooling the tires. They're water cooling the tires. Start the conspiracies, chat. Start the conspiracies harder than Lando fans thinking he's being sabotaged.
You're losing 2 seconds a lap to the car behind. 2 seconds.
.3 to Tsunoda. 2 laps to go. It's going to be super tricky to hold him off, isn't it? He'll have 1 tires as well, though. If it works, it works. Yeah, if it's illegal as well. This feels like Hamilton when Max is running him in. Yeah, it does. It very much does. 1.5 to Tsunoda. He'll get DRS the next lap. Can we defend Yuki Tsunoda for a lap? Basically 2 laps, essentially. Already lap 50? Yep. We got knocked out in Q2. Excuse me. We got knocked out in Q2. We didn't make it through to Q3, so we started the race a little earlier today. Oh, man. What's my tire wear now? 72%. You know what, chat? We could get a puncture. I think it's 75 or 80% onwards is when you're in puncture territory. So we are getting very close to being in that puncture area now. Yuki Tsunoda right behind me now. Let's go, Cathal. Post some pictures in Discord, dudes. I want to see it. I appreciate they're buying that again, though, man. Hope you enjoy it. Here we go. First opportunity for Yuki Tsunoda down the hangar straight. Down towards Beckett's we go. And Yuki Tsunoda a little bit too far back on this occasion. He's switching left and right, trying to find a way through, but we're holding strong. Can we give him a bit of dirty air through Cops, though? Bit of understeer for ourselves, if anything. We actually run a touch wide. Here comes Tsunoda looking to the outside. Have we got enough on him? Down the old pit straight. Yes, we do. We hold off Yuki Tsunoda on lap 51. We should hold him off the rest of the lap, I think. But can we do on the final lap as well? Can we secure ourselves a very, very decent P7? Up the Wellington straight we go to the original turn 4. Looking to the outside, Yuki Tsunoda, no way through. We blocked that one off beautifully. And we'll hold that line. And we should hold on to P7 for the rest of this lap. Can we hold it off for the rest of the race, though? One more to go. Here we go. On to the final lap, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, mate, this is the final
Can we
lap
do
of the
it?
race. Final lap.
Can we get a P7 here in Silverstone? Oh, I'm in a wheel spin. He tried to get away. This is going to be super tricky now. He's right up my ass. Here we go. Used up the track beautifully there. We got a great exit onto the hangar straight. Have we got enough down towards Beckett's? I think we do. That was a beautiful exit. We needed to get the best drive possible. And we've done exactly that as we head through Magus now. And through towards Cops. Then the old pit straight. And hopefully that might be enough. Here comes Yuki Tsunoda. Through Cops corner we go. And away we go. Nice exit again out of Cops. Yuki's a little too far back. I think we might be able to hold on to it. Through the hairpin. Back over to the right. Oh, car getting a little bit out of shape. We hold on. Down towards the original turn 4 and 5. Verstappen wins here in the Silverstone, reverse Silverstone, I should say. I think we're going to hold on. Yuki to the outside, no way through still. I think we're going to hold on. Look at the tire wear, chat. 77% tire wear at the end. And with all those sevens, also comes a P7. We will take a P7 here in reverse Silverstone. The strategy does pay off. And we do get inside that top 8. Decent points on the board. And drive for the day to go with it as well. GG's, ladies and gentlemen. What a crazy, crazy race that was. Both the Silverstone races have been pretty crazy on the tire wear. But, man, we survived the puncture scare. And claim a very nice P7.
For them, but it wasn't an easy start. Not the most straightforward of days, but I think it shows great strength in an athlete as a driver when you can overcome.
It's so weird seeing a Red Bull helmet on a Ferrari livery as well. I'm not used to that one.
What a day it's been for Formula One, and what a day it's been for these 3 drivers.
It's so weird seeing Verstappen in a Ferrari suit. And then look next to him as well, Charles Leclerc in a Red Bull suit.
Oh. There can only be one on the top step.
I'll never get used to it.
Max Verstappen.
I'll never get used to it. What steering wheel and base do you have? I have the Mazda R9 and the FSR. Ro Jr., thank the floor to your mate. Appreciate it, dude. Welcome in as well. Appreciate that follow, my man. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, if you are new here and you did enjoy that race, you enjoyed the stream, make sure to hit that follow button. We'll be back again tomorrow for the Belgian Grand Prix. I'll be the last stream for nearly a week. I'm going away this weekend for a few days, so I won't be streaming this weekend for a few days. Next Wednesday will probably be the next stream after tomorrow. So we'll do Spa tomorrow, and then next week, I believe, will be Zandvoort for both races as well. We've got 2 Zandvoort races to get through. as well. So good result, ladies and gentlemen. We started P10, finished P7. Very, very happy with that. Max Verstappen does take the full house of points then here in the reverse British Grand Prix. Charles Leclerc and Lando Norris on the podium. Russell and Hamilton in that top 5. Piastri in P6. Hulkenberg in 7th. Tsunoda, Stroll, and Gasly all in that top 10 as well. Our teammate Jensen Button only finishing P19, unfortunately, did get lapped as well, so no points for JB in today's stream. Yuki Tsunoda did get fast lap as well. He did give us a good battle at the end, but we beat him by 2/10 at the end. Very good defending at the end to hold on to that P7, and it's a much welcomed one as well. Alex Albon, who started P2, finishing P11. He had a great qualifying, couldn't follow up with a good result, though. Real quick, chat. I want to see what happened to that Sauber. I think it was Bortoletto. This is what caused a safety car. Let's see. I think it was down towards Cop's Corner, wasn't it? Let's see. Oh my god. Yo, it's always the Sauber, huh, chat? It was the Sauber that brought the safety car out in Silverstone, normal way round. And he's done it again this time around. Which McLaren was that? Was that Norris? It was. Oh, boy. Getting all the safety cars recently, and it's literally from incidents like this. Oh, man. Yeah, lucky. Lando was very lucky not to get a DNF from that as well. But this is very similar to what happened in the other Silverstone race as well on Monday. George Russell hit the Sauber, but Russell retired instead of Norris. So, yeah. It's always that front tire, though, isn't it? To be fair, in my opinion, I think that's fully on the Sauber. I'm not going to lie. The Sauber's being blue flagged. I don't know what he's doing. The AI, when it comes to blue flags, are so badly coded. It's ridiculous. I don't know what he's doing. We got a top 8, right? Yeah, we finished P7. We finished P7. But yeah, that's what brought the safety car. Then we had Villeneuve retire as well. I think that was a mechanical failure. He was leading the race as well. And then retired on lap 25. 100k Ash, GG. 204,000 points going to 11 people. GG's. So did his car just blow up or what? Yep. Oh my god. Yo, look at the POV of the Ferrari. It's being hotboxed, bro. He was being hotboxed. And that's how Villeneuve retired, was a mechanical failure under the safety car. Pretty brutal. All right, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's have a look at the Drivers' Championship then, following that very successful British Grand Prix. So, Nico Hulkenberg, the man we're driving with today, does score a good handful of points. And finally, he goes ahead of Alex Albon in the Drivers' Championship. 22 points for Nico Hulkenberg at this stage of the season. Alex Albon, 4 points behind him in P18. Nico Hulkenberg's also 23 points down his teammates. So I don't think we'll see the two Brawn drivers clashing at any point in the Drivers' Championship. But either way, both drivers looking pretty good so far at this point in the season. In terms of Constructors' Championship, then 67 points for Brawn GP so far. Ferrari are now over 200 points away from us. That top 4 are just incredibly quick, and unfortunately, we will not really have much to say against those guys in this season. But we are well ahead of Williams now, 40 points to be exact over Williams, and we're still very far ahead of Aston Martin as well. So very, very decent haul of points, and hopefully we can keep scoring some more in the next one in Spa-Francorchamps. More points available in Belgium as well, obviously, because of the sprint race as well. So very good. Very, very good. What happened to the Merc? Yeah, the Villeneuve had the mechanical failure, so nothing for him, unfortunately. Right, a little bit of fan rating boost as well. Good stuff. Maybe we can try and get into level 6 on the fan rating fairly soon. Probably need a couple more podiums, something like that, for that to happen, though, I reckon. And we're on to round number 14, chat. We're into the final 10 rounds of the season already. We've been flying through season 2. Flying through it. Right, let's see what we got here. Looks like we might have a... Seeking sponsorship. It's time to start thinking about our sponsorship opportunities next season. What we got? These are all still relatively easy, I'm not gonna lie. Who gives us the most money? The weekly income is best on this one. Score 15 points in Constructors Championship. 8 million signing on bonus. I like that one. View counter offers. Ooh. Ooh, I like this one. Higher income is still a 100% chance to sign. Yeah, go on then. We'll get 25 points this season for sure.
We've sent off
Definitely.
That sponsor contract proposal. With any luck, we'll hear back soon.
Nice.
I'll keep you posted.
I would be very happy with that.
Great news, boss.
Oh, they accepted.
The sponsor we were after are pleased with our proposal.
That was
and
quick.
are happy to sign. I'll get all the relevant paperwork sorted. All that's left to say is congratulations.
Nice. That should be a little bit more money as well. I don't think we get that signing bonus until next season, though, I guess, right? Which is a bit of a shame, but oh well. Could try a risky offer for a second best and go with a duo turn. That works too. I mean, they were giving me more money and a 100% chance to sign. So, honestly, fine with me. Very fine with me. Right. Let's see. We should have some development coming through here. So let's have a look. Oh, no way.
We have a part or two ready for development because they finished research. Let's get that in motion, shall we?
Is that going to arrive in time? Yes, it will. Thank God. It will arrive in time. I was really, really gutted there. Because that should be a big upgrade, the monocoque structure. All right, let's do activities as well. Don't forget activities. Do you know what? Let's do our own activities this time. Usually I do them automatically, but... reduce running costs in your personal facility. Increase the rate of hiring. Let's do increased rate of hiring and nothing else we can do. That's fine. For this one, let's do reduce the time taken to research powertrain upgrades. Research focus. I like development focus, actually. Let's do development focus. That's good. Probably nothing else we can do there. That's fine. Let's do some personnel. Oh, we can increase their perception. Focus as well. Let's do focus. Focus is pretty good for the AI too, so... we'll also increase morale in the chefs department too. Corporate. Let's do fan outreach. We're going to try and get our fan rating up quite a bit if possible, so that'll do. That's fine with me. If you feel like it, we'll go for it. There we go. Jensen on Advanced Talks. I think we're going to sign Jensen for next season.
Well, I must say.
He's been pretty successful so far,
We
so...
can meet face to face again with them if you'd like. The agenda today will be trying to reduce some of their expectations to get a better deal.
Okay, you yap too much. Let's have a look. Let's go to the meet with Jensen. Let's see what he's after for Season 3. They should be a bit better now compared to our last meeting, so... Let's have a look what JB wants. 22 million on the annual salary. I think that's cheaper than what he's currently on. I think when we signed Jensen initially, he was on 30 million. So I think that's a cheaper salary. Okay, I like that. Signing bonus is 2.1 million. Engineering workforce 178. I think we already got that. Fan rating 6. We should get that. R&D 4th. I hope so. I hope so. We're improving the car as much as possible. I like those terms. I like those terms a lot. That's a good good contract there.
Getting close to an alignment with their side now. There's still a long way to go, and obviously before we sign anything, we need to iron out the details. We still haven't begun formal contract talks. Still just preliminary discussion. I don't want to jinx it, so I'll let you know what happens.
Thank you, Andrew. Okay. What we got to do here? Let's go back to a sign up development, sorry. Nothing's done here yet, are they? Not yet. Now we've got a bit of money into it. We probably could do... let's do... Energy Store, I think. Dual development as well. Cool. Perfect. That'll arrive after the second Zandvoort race. Did you see a penalty for not becoming fourth in constructors? 2 million. I did see that.
Hey, boss.
But I think we'll have a
notice we've
decent
got
bit of money
decent
next
amount of
season, so I'm not
cash
too
kicking around.
concerned.
Don't forget to put it to use
Advanced
in
talks for
some facility
Hulkenberg as well. Honestly, chat,
It's been a while, and it's always good to keep the place up to date.
I feel like we might be switching out Hulkenberg next season. Because his contract is relatively heavy. Unless it's come down a good bit, his contract is relatively heavy. 13 million. That is a little less, to be fair. That is a little less. But I think I'd rather use that 13 million on maybe like Bortoletto, for example. And he'll be a lot cheaper and we'll get a bit of money to look after the car as well. So his demands are a lot lower though. 5th in the R&D, 6th fan rating, level 6 fan rating, and 160 in the workforce. Signing bonus is 1.2 million. Performance clause, achieve 3 top 10 races, race finishes, or we have to pay him 910 grand. I mean, we should do that quite easily, I think. Quite easily. Knock him on the head? Yeah. Bortoletto is looking a lot cheaper. If we go and have a look at his contract real quick, I think we saw some contracts with him. More details. 5 million. That's an 8 million difference right there that we could use towards development of the car. So honestly, I am leaning more towards Bortoletto at this stage, unless Hulkenberg's contract comes down more. Jensen, I'm happy to keep. I want to keep Jensen. But that second seat, I'm contemplating. How about Ollie Behrman? Maybe. It's failed again? You gotta be kidding me. Well, gonna get that upgrade after, gonna get that upgrade after Belgium now. That's a shame. Okay, whatever. We have a meeting with Bortoletto now as well. Let's see if Bortoletto's wages are gonna come down now too. So he was on 5 million, was it? 6 million? Okay, 5 million still. 5.09 million. He also wants 4th in the R&D as well. Level 3 fan rating, we already have that. We're on level 5 right now. And then workforce, I think we're not too far away from 244 either. He wants to achieve 1 podium finish as a team, or we pay him 1.5 million. That should be easy enough in Season 3. I'll be honest, chat. I'm liking Bortoletto. I'm liking that contract more than Hulkenberg's. We'll wait for the final one. But I do imagine Bortoletto might be the driver we go for at this stage. Right, there we go. Finally getting some development in.
Sorry to disturb. Need you for a moment, please, boss?
What's this one? Engineering facility. Our Tata sponsor wants to trial their AI-based workforce scheduler at HQ. It can optimize operations, but may disrupt workflow as staff adjust. Should we trial the system in set departments? Let's do the powertrain durability. Yeah. Because aero and chassis is what we're improving right now, so I don't want to mess that up. Right, let's move on to
Chief,
race day.
I must remind you that we have parts.
How do we
fully
do?
researched that are
P7,
waiting
Gray.
for development. Let's get that performance on the car.
Let's get that performance on the car. Let's put Hulk's upgrades back to buttons as well. There we go. All right, so we have had a couple upgrades come through, but still, man, we're still not ahead of Racing Ball. We've been improving the car so much, we're still not ahead of Racing Ball yet. Ugh, that is painful. Painful. Literally, if that chassis upgrade had come through and not failed twice, I think we'd be ahead of Racing Ball right now. I really do think we'd be ahead of them, but unfortunately, not going to happen, so... Oh, look at those upgrades, damn. Right. We probably can do... Oh, there's so many chassis upgrades we can do here. Let's do rear floor under tray. I might do single development for this one, just so we have one of the upgrades in time for Zandvoort. Yeah. What can we do here maybe as well? Maybe Venturi Tunnel. That would arrive for Zandvoort too. Okay, whoever we're using Zandvoort might be getting a very strong car. Because we're getting a good few developments in time for that, so... Alright! Driver talks debrief. Yeah, just saying the meetings went well. With all 3 drivers as well, which is good. Points on their board. Tighter sponsor loyalty grows. And excessive cash reserves. That I disagree with. We have a lot of research, to be fair, but... Actually, speaking of research, probably should try and do a bit more, shouldn't we? Is there anything we can do, actually? We'll do a bit more tire wear. Powertrain. I don't want to do fuel efficiency because that's broken. We'll do some more durability as well, then that's good. Let's do MGUH. Why not? Perfect. That's been some good points there as well. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I think then that will wrap us up for the day beautifully. So, a very nice P7 out in the reverse Silverstone. Good result, good performance. A little bit of luck with that safety car maybe as well, but we'll take that any day of the week. Tomorrow, we'll be returning for the Belgian Grand Prix. It'll be a tough race, that one, but hopefully we can try and score some more good points. Last season, I'm pretty sure we finished P4, P5 in Belgium, so hopefully we can try and get something similar this time around. Obviously, it is a sprint race in Belgium as well, so it'll be a slightly longer weekend, but more points up for grabs as well. So fingers crossed, we can try and get a good result out in Spa-Francorchamps tomorrow afternoon. But, ladies and gentlemen, that will do it for the night here in Silverstone. That's double Silverstone, done and dusted as well. We actually have another double coming up fairly soon as well. I think next week, we're going to have double Zandvoort. So we'll have normal Zandvoort, and then we'll have reverse Zandvoort on Wednesday and Thursday next week. Tomorrow's stream will be the last one for a little bit as well. On Friday through to Tuesday, I'm going to be away for a few days. We've got a wedding we're going to, and then we're going camping for a couple of days as well. So I won't be around much this weekend. So next stream after tomorrow will be on Wednesday next week. So 6 days out of stream. It's less than a week at least, you know. It's less than a week. So your wedding? No, not my wedding. I can't afford a wedding right now. I would love to have a wedding, but ain't no way I'm affording that shit. But no, it's one of Dana's friends who's having a wedding, so we'll be attending that on Saturday. And then Sunday through to Tuesday, we'll be away camping as well, so. Right! Let's go see who's live, shall we, chat? We have a couple people live right now. Dana's live playing Hollow Knight. We have Alex live doing his Caterham career. Who should we raid? Should we go slow to Dana, maybe? Yeah, go on then, why not? We'll go slow to Dana. I know we read it quite a bit, so. How do you harvest battery in F1 2021? 2021? I have no idea. I haven't played that game in ages. Set the battery to none. That's the best thing you can do. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is me done and dusted for the night. I appreciate all the love and support. As always, you guys are all amazing. I'll be back with you guys tomorrow for the Belgian Grand Prix. There'll be another sprint race coming up. Can we try and get another good few points in that one? I sure hope so. Maybe we could try and challenge the podium as well. That'd be fantastic. On the off chance. But yeah, all my social medias, all in the chat right now as well. Do jump in on the socials if you haven't already. Jump in on Discord if you haven't as well. It's where you get announcements when we go live. There's a schedule where you can see what we're doing on what day and, of course, what time we'll be live as well. So do jump on Discord if you haven't already. If you're on TikTok, click link in my bio. That takes you to all my social medias as well. But until tomorrow, fantastic rest of your night. Get the Vincent raids up in the chat. And I'll see you guys ready for the Belgian Grand Prix tomorrow. Bye-bye.